Top Gun 556, fly heading 040, maintain 16,000, report field in sight.
Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your host, 81 Banana, and you're watching 404 versus Toro. And this is ACES 23 first edition air-to-air 7 versus 7 tournament. Welcome to the show. Teams are getting on board, and by then we have a little bit of time to just take care of the tuning and everything. I have to confess that I have some difficulties last time with the audio, as I've invested massively in the studio, but apparently I was so stupid for the setting up. And I hope this time you're gonna have a better experience, and you're gonna let me know whenever anything is not working. Write in the chat, let me know, and I try to fix it as soon as possible. We're waiting for the team to join. Let me see where they are. We can go and move to the map and see who is here and who is still not. So we have some static aircrafts here for the sake of static. And we see that none of the teams have joined. So I just take this opportunity and send you guys to a little bit of advertisement. You will see the sponsors of the tournament, Master Arm, TACView, and Fox 3 Managed Services. TACView is what we're going to use today. I have received the server information, and I'm very happy to be able to broadcast the real-time telemetry via TACView today. Hope it's going to working. And then we also have the Master Arm, who has provided us with a server. If you're asking what they're doing, I'm going to send you to an advertisement that they have made to explain a little bit more detailed what exactly they're doing, and also the Fox 3 Managed Services, who is also a DCS server provider for teams and individuals. When you're looking for any of those services, make sure to go and check their websites. As I said, more on Master Arms via their advertisements. I'm going to send you there, and we're going to be back after that. So enjoy it.
Hello everyone, and welcome. In this first video of Master Arm, we would like to introduce ourselves, discuss what we plan to contribute as a future part of the DCS community. So if you've been wondering what Master Arm's up to, this is your video to watch. Let's get started. MasterArm is the new DCS server provider for players and squadrons. We're a small but agile team of 2 senior IT engineers with more than 15 years of experience in the business, 1 senior content designer, 3 members of our technical support, primarily based in Europe. MasterArm strives to play an active role in the community, to contribute something indeed, because our team all met through the same community, for which we're so grateful. We believe this community is genuinely worth contributing to. So we decided to start working on something. We realized that running a dedicated DCS server and its maintenance can be complicated in general. You would need one to be somewhat tech-savvy. But that wasn't just it. Pricing was also of our concern. Pricing is an essential part of a product, a first impression, and first impressions are forever. MasterArm's here to offer a service that firstly our customer benefits from, and an overpriced product, as some of you might find on the market, is totally the opposite. MasterArm is coming up with fair and reasonable pricing that indicates the actual value of the service and doesn't spoil either party. It's the same price MasterArm would have paid for a DCS server if they were customers rather than providers. Some might think it's cheaper for a reason. That's not the case. MasterArm provides dedicated DCS servers with cutting-edge hardware and internet performance. For example, the servers we provide for the ongoing ACES 23-1 tournament hosted by Phoenix Task Force run on 64 gigabytes of RAM. Are powered by powerful AMD and Intel CPUs with a minimum bandwidth of around 1 gigabit per second. That's where we like to conclude it all for this episode. MasterArm's here, and we're just getting started. In the following video, we will talk about our plans, features, and packages. Stay tuned and see you next time.
Okay, I'm back. I think a video says more than 1,000 words. I hope that you have a better idea what MasterArm is doing. If not, they're probably also in the chat later on. You can also send them messages directly here in the chat, or ask you questions, and we will try to just forward it and give you the answer by the end of the stream tonight. Good. So what we have prepared today, as you see, we have 404 on the blue side. I hope they're gonna take. No, they went to the red side. Okay, I'm always putting the home team in blue and the red team to and the away team to red. But apparently the home team is starting red in Ras Al Khaimah. So we see Fuji from 404 taking the first aircraft. And then I expect that the Toro squadron will start from Leva Air Force Base from the blue side. So let's see. And control the game sound, see if it is good, or I need to volume a little bit up for you guys. Testing if you can see the AVAX. We can also move to the Toro squadron. Let me check here. If the sound is good enough. I hope the skins are working. Okay, I can see the F-15, the beautiful one I was admiring last time. And the others are also taking skins, one after another. Beautiful. It seems I need to just tune a little bit with the sound here. See if it's getting better. Please give me a hint if you're watching live. After 60 seconds, everything is going to active. We're going to broadcast with about 60 seconds delay just for fairness of the competition, so that nobody is forwarding any real life and real-time information to the participants. So guys, I'm chatting a little bit with the guys to make sure that they're ready over there. They're getting into the server, and I was busy chatting in the background. Sorry for that. We're gonna start soon. Don't go anywhere. We have a little bit of delay, I think, today. The Airbus needs to get into the server and check the weapons of both sides, so that make sure that they are carrying valid armaments. So what is banned is AIM-9 X-ray, and a load are all air-to-airs, no air-to-ground weapons, and the number of Fox trees are limited to 6. No other limitation of the numbers of other type of missiles, and the only one which is banned is also AIM-9X. For sure, nukes are also banned. Jeff is only able to carry 4 Fox trees, so they are a little bit disadvantaged from that sense. just tuning a little bit in sound, as I heard that sounds a little bit robotic. Okay, teams are taxiing. We're gonna have also a special guest soon. Talking to Plasma 1945 if he's feeling like joining me, and he probably does. So I hope sounds getting better now.
Oh, I want to join you. Hey, buddy.
Welcome.
Hello.
Hello, we're live and welcome to the show. Yeah, I heard your
Hello,
hint
hello.
that I sound a little bit robotic. Yeah, I'm just tuning a little bit. I told the audience I have a new studio, new hardware, and I'm not still fit into setting up.
Yeah, so you sound perfect on Discord, so
Yeah.
whatever the output that's coming out is a little bit off, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, let's see. I just changed some stuff and see if it's getting better. We're in the beginning and nothing has happened yet, so teams are taxiing.
Excellent. And I was able to guess the password for the server so I can jump in and
Perfect.
watch it
Then you
live
can
with
see
you.
everything live. Exactly.
So I heard there's a little bit of drama for this match today. It's an important match
It is.
for both teams.
Indeed. It is an important match. And we expect that, I mean, it is important because 404th needs to win this and look into the result of the other match happening next week between SPQR and NZA to see if they are making to move into the next round, just because they have one win, SPQR has one win. So if both win, I mean 404th win today and SPQR also the match next week, then we need to count the kill death ratio. And if 404 lose this match tonight and SPQR wins, then they are going to clearly proceed to the next round. But that's why this is very important. And when 404 want to make sure that they are not getting into trouble, they need to win this, and they need to win high to have the better kill death ratio.
So you're saying the stakes in this match are really high for both sides. It's make or break. If they win, they move on to the next set of competition. If they don't win, they're going to go play golf.
Exactly. They need to wait and see what the result of the other match is. And because the other match for me, SPQR is the favorite and NZA is underdog, they're going to be very difficult for 404 if they go out with a lose tonight.
All right, I see the aircraft staging at the runway.
Yeah.
I will let you drive the bus, and I'll just
We
if I
have
see him
an
in the
Airbus tonight, which is area of Hawk 1. He's doing the Airbus. I'm gonna let them that stream is ready whenever they want to take off. And I'm usually starting always with the blue side, which is usually the home team. But this night, the home team is going to start red. But I keep to my tradition and I show the takeoff of the blue side first. And the next round, we're gonna focus on the red side. So the blue side, we see one JF-17 flown by Iron Roma. Oh, my dilemma here, Kistoy or Shistoy. I'm not sure if he's not Swedish. So forgive me in case you're Swedish, Shistoy. F-15 Strike Eagle. Pyrex is in F-16. We have also Asper in F-16, and we have 3 F-18Cs flown by Mustang 51, Look OV, and Werewolf. What do
Now,
we have
do we have
on the
any
red side?
JF-17s? Any JF-17s today, by the way?
Blue side, Iron Roma is flying JF-17.
Okay.
Yeah, they do. So let's see. The beautiful Hornets. I like this skin of the Toro Squadron. They're flashy, they're shiny, they're beautiful. I don't know if you can see that if they have installed it, but
No, I don't have it installed. You know what? If you do, if you push your screen across in Discord, I'll see what you're seeing, so I can comment on it too.
yeah,
Because
so
I've got the Twitch delay. But
Yeah, you
I saw
have.
on your stream the liveries, the Toro liveries are really
yeah,
awesome.
let me just do stream for you. It's gonna make it easier. So we're gonna go application.
There it is.
So you will see
Beautiful.
what I see live. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, those are beautiful liveries. That's
Yeah.
really good.
Especially the F-15 ones I like. They are among the first squadrons who have their own customized F-15 livery, which I like most. Let's take it. Kistoy. Here we go.
Gorgeous. Wow.
Yeah. Really cool. Let's give it a little bit of down here. Make sure that we are also hearing that. So F-18s are now taken off. Let's take them. 2 together. The third one is still waiting.
Beautiful takeoff.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Very short takeoff. It was really short.
And I'm just watching the other side. The 404th team is also half airborne, or now 60% airborne, with their last F-16s taking off, and their F-15E is standing by at the runway. Not quite in the air just yet. And now the F-15 is rolling too.
Nice. Looking if we can get the top view also running. So we go to split screen. Check. Okay, I just tested prior to the launch. I was working and now all of a sudden it's gone.
Mysteries of mysteries.
Yeah.
Looks like there's an F-15.
Yeah, I just got the information from Masteron directly, and it worked. The PDF organizer sent me another stuff, and I just tried with that. It is not working. Or whatever.
Well, no worries, I would say, at this point, because I'm just looking at the map. Looks like both teams are almost 10 miles away from entering the bubble right now. Starting to get close to it.
Give it another try.
And so while you're streaming that, I'll keep doing the play-by-play. So the Toro team has a 3-ship of F-16s heading for bulls at Angels, 16 coming from the south, and the 404 has 3 groups of 2, all F-16s. All F-16s, and they're coming in much higher. Toro's at Angels 16, and 404's at Angels 31 to 25 with a Stinger. So, whereas Toro's got the 3-ship in front, 404 has 2, 2, and 2, with an F-15E coming as a Stinger in the back. At the same time, if we look at the setup of the 404th, they've got 3 that just entered bubble. They've got 2 F-16s in trail and a JF-17 and an F-15E in the back. Now the JF-17 is Angels 12 for Toro, really low.
Yeah. I just tried, and I can connect to the server, but the mission running on the server is another one. It means that they have changed the server very last minute to Persian Gulf, or they moved probably to another server. They didn't think that I probably have the other server information. So we need to check on that during the break and see if we can get into this. Would be great, because I love working with TechView, just because you have this 3-dimensional view of the battlefield, and it's more convenient to my taste.
Absolutely. And then you can replay it back, right? Because in these competitions, so much stuff happens.
Exactly.
Hopefully you sound a little bit less robotic. Honey Badger says hello to you.
Oh,
And SPQR Alpha Gator says F-15 liveries are coming for SPQR soon too.
cool. So SPQR, I think, is very interested in seeing what the result is tonight, and also how 404 is flying. They have been flying versus 404. Who knows? Maybe the result tonight is, in that sense, important, that they need to know how high they need to win, or let's say the kill death ratio in their match gonna be, to be able to move to the next round. If the 404 loses tonight, I think the work is much easier for SPQR. So I think the result is also very interesting for these guys, not only for 404 tonight. So do we recognize kind of? Oh yeah, okay. Exactly in this moment, it was a little bit clear what the tactic is going to be, or the strategy is, for the red side to avoid any of those long range F-15Es
Super missiles.
Super
Phoenixes.
missiles, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Small phoenixes, because probably they can recognize that the F-15 is not in the tip of the spear and is far behind. They are a little bit careful here. They want to win tonight. They want to win high tonight, and they know how difficult Toro is going to be. What I was asking myself, if they have JF-17 on their side, I can see that. Usually, because I know these guys well, I know Fuji is usually flying JF-17. If they have had the JF-17, then they would probably know better where the F-15
The picture.
is, have a better SA because of the good SA of JF-17, but they don't, so they assume that F-15 Strike Eagle is at the tip of the spear in the Toro side, and they were very careful. They did a kind of notch early on, and I can't imagine we're going to see another one when they get a little bit closer.
Yeah, it looks like they're setting up a wall. They're walling up. They've put their F-15 behind them, whereas Toro has a first missile out on them from the south. Wow. That's a very ambitious missile from Kistov.
Yeah, they did it.
That missile has 30 miles to go, and yeah, it looks like Toro's setting up their own
74,000
grinder.
high, 75,000 feet high. Unbelievable.
Space missile.
Yeah, we can see here that the Earth is not a plate. Okay, it is on Arya. Let's see how it is doing. Arya got conscious of that, right? He went immediately cold. So this missile is no threat. Or it's not. Or it's still following, yeah, for sure, but as not the speed probably once it reaches Arya, because the missile is losing altitude and also losing speed. And it was on
knots.
Hawk and not on Arya, or it just went hot on Hawk 7 all of a sudden. Decided to go for him last minute. Oh. That
Good
was
work,
close.
Hawk. Yeah,
That
Hawk
was
just
really
did
close.
some winding and got away. Very close. You're absolutely.
Yeah.
That was unexpected, eh?
It looked like, oh, look, it still goes for Arya, but the very last phase, it looked like it's going for Hawk 7 and then decided to go for Arya again. Very, very, I wish I had the tag view now. So we could rewind and see how stupid it was. And the missile is still following Arya. It's very hard.
So I was watching the missile, Banana, and what happened? It was on Hawk, and Hawk did the snake maneuver, and the missile lost track and its battery ran out. And the last maneuver, the missile was doing a right-hand turn, so it just did a full 360-degree orbit. It looked like it was after Arya, but I think its battery ran out, just kept turning and turning.
Yeah. No, it is that. So we see here that Toro is more aggressive and just proceeded to the bullseye and dominating kind of center of the bubble.
And Arya decided to push them back. Fired a 120
Exactly, on whom? Can you recognize it? I think it is on Pyrex. Let's see.
Yeah, it's definitely starting to steer now. And Mustang fired a missile back at Arya, pushing him back.
Okay, I see Pyrex running in the back, and the missile is going nowhere. Okay. Very nice.
Very different strategy from the F-15s. If we look at the Dyson is F-15 in the back, he's at Angels 31, just staying put. But Kistov is kind of low. He's at Angels 10 in an F-15.
Yeah.
Maybe he's trying to destroy some ground targets with that F-15.
Could be. I think DICE is waiting for the moment that somebody is going really high so that he can pull him down, so that they cannot leverage the F-15 the way they want. So Hawk 7 here, 12,000. Not shooting,
dangerous
coming
missile.
back. Okay.
Pyrox just fired a missile on him. That's why that's why
Yeah.
Hawk is running back.
It is, I think, no problem for him. Let's see. Okay, he's going
Yep, that missile's trashed.
low. Yeah, the missile's trash. I can see him. The end is going up again, and the missile is trashed. Well done. They're doing a good job. You see that they're very careful. Nobody wants to lose
Absolutely.
this match. I mean, Toro is. I think they are good. I can take a look at the table, see how they're doing, but I think that the result of this match today is not a factor for them. So let's take this one, see if it is doing any harm to them. The missile is. Oh,
There's one on
trash.
Pyrox close, but I don't think it's going to catch him.
Okay, this is
And-
okay, yeah,
And the one shot chasing Alpha Whiskey is also no factor.
yeah. So we see
Iron
missile
Roma.
exchanges.
SD10, Iron Roma on the right side. He just fired and that thing has a
Oh
bit
yeah,
more power.
oh yeah. Fuji
hmm
on 404th Jet Fighter. SD10 on Jet Fighter. Okay, it's good.
Very
I think.
dangerous
It's
missile
good.
from Adler on Pyrox.
It's good.
Oh, it's not on Pyrox.
Yeah, it's on Asper. I think it's on Asper. They're very careful in the way out they fly, but they're spending too many missiles for my taste. Adler needs to go back and
Adler, yeah,
let
he's in
himself
trouble.
be covered by Fuji. So, I'm not sure if he's going to get rid of this.
Adler
It is
maneuver,
very
maneuver,
close.
don't climb.
Oh no!
Oh,
First death of the match, the kill. Adler is down.
and another angry missile from Mustang on Aria.
Yeah, got it. Let's take a look at it. Okay, he's diving, pulling the missile into the ground. Well done, sir.
Yeah, that missile's grounded. He's got a second one coming, but the second one is kind of stupid. Alpha Whiskey's coming in 1v1 against Pyrox.
Oh, yes.
6 mile missile shots.
Let's see how
But I-
Alpha Whiskey is doing. Pull the missile into the ground.
Oh, Pyrox is turning into that 120. He's going for a notch. Is he going to get splashed?
Oh!
Alpha Whiskey
I
gets a
think-
kill on
yeah.
Pyrox.
Yeah.
And there we go. Now it's back to 6v6.
So 6 versus 6.
Yeah, at the last second, Pyrox decided to turn hot and the missile was still active.
Yeah,
And it got him.
not good. It's not good. This is gonna be a little bit crazy. Hawk 7 on Lukovi. Lukovi is already cold. Low is going low, pulling the missile into the dense air, and the missile is tired.
Oh,
No
yeah.
juice anymore.
So Leon is staying way back there. They've got a grind. A 404 has a grinder of 4, and Leon's out to the back. And
And he has
So the
fired
score-
no missile. Yeah. Leon has
Yes.
fired no missile and he has still 2 tanks on. Mr. Leon, you need to drop those tanks. I can't imagine that there is any fuel in any of those external tanks after 5 minutes.
And Arya is in the back with 5 AIM-120s and 2 Sparrows. Just making circles in the sky.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Kistov, on the other hand, I'm just looking at him in comparison. Kistov is down to 4 AIM-120s and 2 AIM-9s.
Mhm.
So Arya back there, Dice back there is packing way more ammo on his F-15 than Kistov. Kistov fired a lot of shots.
Yeah.
And Kistov is staying really low. Kistov is really pretending to be a ground attack aircraft instead of a high altitude fighter.
Yeah, exactly. And Dice has probably followed the order and doing kind of high altitude coverage back there. I want to see when he is going to engage.
Yeah, let's take a look here. What's his airspeed? His airspeed is 733. So he's coming in hot at Mach 1.2. And he just fired a missile. Speak of the devil.
Yep. And this is high. 36 Angels coming down, 1,700 of knots. But gonna touch no one. The one on Iron Roma is probably a little bit more dangerous, but he is good. Jeff is slow, but even though he is good, soon we're gonna have no missiles anymore, and then we're gonna have a very close combat, I believe. The way the teams are spending missiles.
Good point. Let me take a look at them. So on Toro, Aspar looks good. He's still got 6 missiles. Werewolf 2. The Jeff is down to 1 SD10.
Wow.
Yeah, the F-18s have spent quite a few missiles. I'm seeing 2, 3 missiles. Looks like Toro is pulling back and regrouping.
Yeah, they want to let them come and probably spend those missiles. Why Kistoy is flying so low? Do you know?
I'm telling you, he's a ground attack aircraft. It's a thing. He's probably turned off his radar and pretending to be an A-10.
And he
He's
has
trying to confuse the enemy.
Sidewinder with him instead of. He preferred to take Sidewinder instead of Sparrows. Very interesting. Okay. Asper is going in with 120C. Charlie and Arya probably. Arya is good. Arya is flying in a notch situations or attitude, and is good going cold. He doesn't risk, and so how many missiles are we still have? How many missiles do we have here? Let me see. For Lukovi, we have still 4.
Yeah, read them out to me, and I'll give you. And I'll
Lukovi has only just fired 1 single AMRAAM.
Okay.
So he's good. It's good. He has 1 single AMRAAM of the 6 Fox 3s, so he's good. That's why probably he's in the front line, right? Even though he's not that agile as F-16s are. But F-18s have the advantage of being able to carry more missiles than F-16 and Jeff.
Mustang in his F-18s down to 1 missile.
Oh, okay.
Werewolf is 2 missiles. I'll just count them up real quick here.
Mustang, yeah. Mustang has still 3 Fox 3s.
Iron Roma, 1 SD10.
Mm. Oh, it's not good. It's not good. Jeff is suffering.
Aspar has 5. Wow.
Mm.
And Kistov has 2.
Okay.
Lukovi has
Look
2.
where
So let me do
Dice
some
is.
math
Dice
here.
is quite back up there. He's at least, 38 nautical miles away from the happening, flying 43,000 feet and still climbing and burning.
All right. Banana, as of right now, there's a total of 16 Fox 3s. There's a total of 16 Fox 3s on the aircraft on the blue side.
So 15 now.
15,
one
yes.
fired. 14. And 2 was fired by red side.
Yeah, let me look around real quick to see if I can get a number on the red side missiles.
Probably doesn't make big sense to count them now, maybe in a couple of minutes when they're having less, because still 14 is enough to just decide the round. But now whatever red side has, blue has 2 less, and red side has also 2 less than the statistic told us. Another red one from Dice, from high altitude, from more than 30 nautical miles, and from that distance I'm not able to see for whom it is. Need to get closer so we can see for whom is that.
All right, so as of right now, they were at 18 missiles on the red side, now 17.
Gory writes that the DCS sounds goes away. Yeah, it is. I probably need to restart DCS so that DCS recognize the right audio channel. It's sometimes DCS play weird stuff. I'm gonna fix that during the intermission. So, but most of the time you're on the map. And on the map, we don't have any sound, so that's good. 246. Okay, no casualties anymore. So teams are firing, trying to keep themselves busy, but the missiles are no factor because they're getting fired from high distance. This one's going to be something. Fuji's running into that. Hey.
What's happening? Hang on.
Okay.
What?
It notched. Fuji was flying into that, and I thought it is for Fuji, but it was for Hawk 7. So it flew kind of over Hawk 7's head. Fuji's head. Yeah, it was so close, and it was flying towards Fuji, and I thought it is for Fuji, and then it was kind of 2,000 feet over his head, going for Hawk 7, and at this point is not tracking anymore. So 1 second I thought it is for Fuji, and Fuji is real trouble now, which he wasn't.
Where's Dice?
Dice is chilling out there. Dice is in Dubai, is over the water and enjoying the area, sightseeing. I don't know, probably ordering a cocktail in Burj Al Arab from that height. I don't know. He's having a good time and listening to the comms.
Awesome.
He's waiting for the go, I think, to get in and do the job once Toro is down in missile number.
Out of missiles. Well, they're starting to get there.
But you need to have a big trust in your guys, to just chill out there and don't get nervous and know that your guys doing perfect job in the front line.
Yeah, it's definitely a battle of attrition. Now, I don't know what time they took off, but so far, I think we're 50 minutes in.
Yeah, kind of.
So it's been a pretty long time.
14 minutes, kind of. 13 minutes and 53. No, sorry. I was lying. I was lying. Let me check. Yeah,
They've been
you're right.
grinding for
Could
a
be.
while.
Yeah. Could be kind of 15 minutes.
All right, so Dice is doing something. He's getting up really quick now. He's at 41,000. Let me do my calculator here.
And he is 8.5, 8.6, and it's getting faster.
Mach 1.5. Yeah, he's coming in for some shots.
Yeah, probably.
He just can't take them at 30 miles. He needs to be way closer because these guys are all on the deck maneuvering.
Yeah. So Arya is getting close, probably playing decoy or baiting.
Wasting
Mustang,
missiles.
yeah, and Mustang falls into his trap and fires on him while
On
he
a
is
cold
already
target.
cold. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
bad.
So that worked,
Yep.
Mr. Arya. That worked. Very well done.
Unless it picks up Leon and smacks Leon. Yeah, Leon's freaking out. There's a missile next to you, Mr. Leon.
But it's not on him, I think. It's still for
He's
Arya. You see? Arya is in the background.
All right, so look at that.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Do you see what's happening? Hawk and Alpha Whiskey are pulling back. Arya's pulling back. Dice is coming in right down the middle. They've
Fuji
opened
has
up
one. Fuji has one missile. He is still not cold. He went cold now and fired on a cold target. These two missiles are trashed. Nothing really worth the watch.
True. Oh no, there's a missile. There's an AIM-120 from Dice.
Yep.
He's shooting again.
Yeah. On whom? This is the question. It's not on Mustang. I wish it were on Mustang. It's not. It's on Iron Roma, on Jeff. Let's see how it's
not
doing.
a good shot.
Iron Roma knows that now. RWR just told him.
It's a fast missile. The Jeff is really slow, but the Jeff could still escape from it.
Yeah. It's good. It's good. He is good. He's down there. You see?
He's out of there. Yeah, missile's gone stupid.
It's not tracking. Wow. We're going to spend the whole night. Oh. No.
Alpha?
I thought we lost someone. We didn't. Okay.
We're
Good.
still okay.
Light is going back to where he belongs. Burj Al Arab cocktail bar.
So while the guys are positioning, I got a note here saying that NZA may forfeit their next match, and if that happens and 404 wins, that may automatically move 404 ahead of SPQR.
Yes, and this way SPQR needs a win. And this is going to be decided probably by kill-death ratio, I would say. Oh, here, Alpha Whiskey is a very good... The missile is off the rail on Mustang 51.
Tracking.
Does it connect?
F-18.
Yes!
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it connects. Good. Oh, here, another situation. Arya is in trouble. Arya needed to go cold without wait. Okay. That was infrared. So it is already in the ground. Or yeah, JF-17, PL5, infrared. Yeah. And Arya pulled it into the ground by flying 700 feet of altitude. Well done. Arya is doing a really good job. I like it. He is sneaking in. He is clever, and has also baited a couple of missiles.
Where's Dice going? I don't think Dice sees everybody on his right side.
Where's Dice? They probably decided to go and come from behind to surprise them. Or goes for Shistoi?
Maybe.
He probably goes for Shistoi. They recognize where the F-15 is, and they want to take down that F-15 because they know that it can be a trouble. Yeah.
What they don't know is that the F-15,
let's take it.
F-15 has one AIM-9 on it. That F-15 has no weapons left.
No worth. So people, if you're watching this stream, you can tell him F-15 is no factor, but he's dead now, I think. Isn't it? No, those engines, come on. You can,
Is he gonna outrun it?
yeah, you can outrun anything with that. But hey, guys, tell them that the F-15 has only one IR. Somebody tells
All right.
them. Okay, here.
Things are
Werewolf
things
is
are bad.
Yeah, Werewolf is chasing Alpha Whiskey, and Fuji is getting behind him. So this is going to be the next scene. Let's go for him. So here we go. He's higher. He has, come on, yes, kind of 2 nautical mile shot, and he didn't see him even. Down. He is down. 446 Toro Squadron 4 by number. Wow. I didn't expect that. I really didn't expect that. But we need
Patience
to
is
wait and
paying
see
off.
how it turns out.
So the only aircraft on Toro that have Fox 3 missiles right now is Aspar and Lukovi. Aspar has to survive. He has 4 missiles. Lukovi has 1. No, Lukovi has 3. Those 2 guys have to
Aspar is
stay
in
alive.
danger. Aspar is in danger. No, he's not. And these guys are trying to pull their missiles very successfully. Look at that. They come 3 or 4 together, and Alpha. Wow, that was so close. So these guys came 4. You know why? Because the other side, 4 people, I need to fire at least 1 or 2 missiles so that they leave me in peace, and then
That's
they
right.
go all cold. If they come alone, and he is down, another one down.
Alpha
Leon
Roma just
on
went down.
Shistoy. No factor. Okay,
And
now
the
it's time to get
GF-17
the,
Alfa Roma just went down.
yeah. Now it was a good move. They come 3 together and then find one alone, and he says, oh, I need to fire some missiles to get rid of them, and they don't fire anything on him and go back all together and bait those missiles. Their plan is to win this match in high number, to make it difficult for SPQR.
I've got bad news for you.
What is it? Why for
The
me?
only F-16 on 404 that has missiles is Leon. Fuji, Hawk, Aria, Alpha Whiskey have no missiles.
Yeah, but they're firing. Look, Toro is firing, and that's why they're pulling those missiles. They go in 2-3 people together, so they stress them and they fire those missiles. So Aspar has only 1 missile. Look,
Only 1
Ovi
missile left.
has only IRs.
No, he's got 1. He's got 1 on the belly.
Look, Ovi.
Yep. Check his belly.
Oh,
I
yeah.
think he's got 1.
Oh yeah, 1 AMRAAM. You're right.
Now here's the big question.
Shistoy
How many
has
missiles does-
only how many? 1 Sidewinder, as you said. So he is still keeping that. So they have 2
man.
AMRAAMs, 1 Sidewinder. So
All right, so for 404, Leon has 2 AIM-120s. Dice has 2 Sparrows.
Sparrows. Yeah, I'm seeing that.
This is going to be great.
Oh, I want to see those sparrows. You know, Sparrow is so sexy the way it flies, and with the contrail and it's so cool. Usually it burns till it hits the target, because
Yeah,
you
those
fire
Fox
it
1
from 5 or
competitions.
4 nautical miles head on, and then it burns till it hits the target, and it looks so sexy. I want to
I
see
think
it.
Fuji found Kistoy. Look down below. I think Fuji's going to go for immersion for guns.
He missed it.
Maybe not.
Oh no, he's on him. He was on him.
We can have immersion
Okay,
here.
we have here F-16. Oh, F-15 fired the
Sparrow
IR.
out from Kistoy on Alpha Whiskey. Alpha Whiskey's dragging that missile.
Fuji is very good in dogfight. I know him. He is on a 15.
Oh no, there's an
F-15
A120
sucks.
coming in from Leon. Is going to kill Fuji.
F-15 sucks. Oh, F-15
It
is down.
killed-
F-15 is
Leon's
down.
missile killed him.
Nice.
And Leon escapes Lukovi's last missile.
So he
Lukovi's
fired
now
in the
firing
furball, right?
AIM-9s. Yep.
Oh, risky.
Alpha Whiskey's going to merge with Lukovi, and looks like it's going to be a 4v1 dogfight.
Yep. I'm on them. So we can see in here that the Lukovi is flaring out. Yeah, and the tip of the left wing is off, and you usually need that to be able to fly. Yeah, now is the question, how much fuel this guy have? 5 people in the air.
He still has an AIM-9 on his wing on Lukovi.
Yeah,
His other wing has an AIM-9.
No use. Unbelievable.
All right. Looks like Arya's RTBing.
Yeah, everybody's RTBing.
And and Lukovi has just hit the ground.
Yep. So
wow.
Everybody's RTBing. I think the one who has less difficulties now is Dice in F-15. I think Dice has also a Rio. Let's check if the fanboy is there. Yes. So Dice is flying with Viso. Good. I see people coming with weapons system officer stuff, and you see more and more tandem flight in F-15. Wow.
So, wait. That's a lot of 404 coming back.
Yep.
Fuji, Alpha, Aria,
Wow.
Leon, and Dice.
That was insane. I really didn't count with that.
All right. So Dice says he has 2.8, 2,800 pounds of fuel left. And I think the F-16s aren't going to tell us. They're going to keep us in suspense. I asked in the chat while we wait for them to RTB to get their pin status. Patience is a virtue. This was excellent missile baiting and good teamwork.
Yeah. For my taste, too many missiles. Flying in the first 2/3 of the time. And the thing which worked very well is that 404 baited missiles or pulled missiles out of Toro by going in either alone with coverage or 2-3 people together to stress them and force them to fire some missiles.
Good point. Yeah, there was that maneuver where they come in as a group and then draw missiles and turn cold.
Yeah. Because what will you do if you're flying and all of a sudden you see that 3 or 4 bandits are coming on you? What would you do?
I'm going to fire a couple of missiles to push them away.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm scared. Yeah.
Exactly. But their plan was to go as close as they're safe and then come back no matter what the other side does. And usually the one who is in trouble is also the one who fires first because he's nervous. And this worked well. Oh, if it was the plan, it worked well. And
so here's another question for you.
Yeah.
While they're RTBing.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't fly the F-15, but we got to talk to Toro about their use of their F-15. Their F-15 was no factor the whole time.
It was too low.
Too low, too slow.
Too low, too slow, yeah. And I think the plan was not that he's going high, because he had sidewinders, so it was probably the plan that it gets close. Otherwise, I would really go with Sparrow if I'm not engaging. And at the end, sometimes I wish I have Sparrow with me instead of Sidewinder, because if you're flying behind F-16 and he's very fast, anything, let's say, further than 1 mile, the IR is not working. You need to be very close when you're chasing someone and firing on him to be able to do anything with that IR. But when you have a Sparrow, you easily can fire from 1.5 miles behind, and it's for me a, let's say, deadlier missile than IR.
Yes.
If you're not head on, right? So
Or
never
if you're
know
flying
what
it, if
situation
you're
is there, so you can foresee it.
absolutely, or if you're in space, let's say you're at 40,000, you're fast, you spot somebody below you and you drop a missile to bomb them, right?
Yeah.
Maybe you can do an IR bombing
Yeah.
from there. Now, so the leader of 404, Alpha Whiskey, I think he may have to do a highway landing. I don't know if you want to put a camera on him while the rest of his team
Because
comes
he's
into
slow,
landing.
right? He
He is.
wrote
He's in
something?
trouble. I was writing to him. I told him that if he can't make it, do a highway landing so we can make him famous.
Yeah, exactly. So he is very slow. He is 190 knots, and he is also gaining altitude. He's gaining altitude. So he's probably going high, very slowly, to make sure that he's still able to dive and land, even though the engines are out. But
Right.
it's a very, very long way to go, and he was all the time burning and probably
Baiting and fighting. Yep.
yeah, the level is very low. The fuel level is low.
So he's got 40 miles to go, and he's at 10,000 feet.
Yeah, Fuji is probably
Um,
good. He's high.
Yep.
Leon is going to land first, I believe. So let's take him. While we're doing that, we can again thank our sponsors. You guys see them on top right of screen, TAC view with the flight analysis and debriefing software. Every time I stream, I wish I could show you live telemetry, how it is. I hope that we can fix it for the... I spoke to Master Arm and said we need to fix it. I mean, there is the possibility there. It is set the way it works, but we don't get in advance what server these teams are flying at, and this way we can get also the information for the TAC view server when we don't know what server we are flying. It was supposed to be flown on a different server. I had the information now, last minute servers changed, and I don't have the TAC view information for this server that is being flown on now. It's a pity, but I just notified them, and hopefully I'm gonna receive list of all the server data that we can also let's say shuffle when one is not working, we take the other one, or we'll find a way to find out what is for what server and what server exactly is being flown on, and I can pass it to you also, Cosmo, for
That'd be
future.
fantastic.
So I had two different login data for tonight's match. None of them is working.
None of them worked.
Fix it. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, so for the folks who are wondering why we're struggling with the TAC view, it's because each server needs to be configured to allow for TAC view to connect, But if there's lots of servers, for example, like in this competition, there's, there could be 10 servers. We kind of need to know exactly which server the game is happening on so we can connect to its security settings with TACView.
Yeah.
And maybe in the future we just need to create that mapping ahead of the competition, right? I think that's the problem. Nothing wrong with TACView or with the hosts. Just want to make sure people know that it's bad planning on our behalf. We just don't know what to connect to.
Yeah, you just really formulated the way it should. But I just propose a plan, and hopefully we can also implement it by the next round. Oh, these runway signs are probably no factor. So when you run over them, nothing happens. We just saw that.
Are you talking about the little numbers on the side of the runway?
Mm-hmm.
The numbers that show the entry to each ramp,
Yep.
right? Like 22 or
Ways, yeah.
15L or whatever, right?
Yep.
Now let's take a look here. So 2 of the 404 are down.
Yep.
2 more are coming in.
And Alpha Whiskies is still fighting with, is getting altitude, speed is going lower. They want to really save the last airframe possible, right? They know that it can really come into counting the death-kill ratio or kill-death ratio. And they don't even want to lose one airframe here.
Yeah, so this is the thing about these competitions, right? A lot of them are point-based, as you said, and because the next match should have been whoever wins this match, right, would have fought SPQR.
Exactly.
But because SPQR's match with NZA might forfeit because they can't fail the team. Well, points-wise, if 404 actually wins this match and NZA forfeits their match against SPQR, 404 will automatically jump ahead of SPQR in the competition.
So I'm pulling out the standings to see if I can show that very quickly. So here we go. Just move to my display capture. So here we have the display capture. Probably you can see.
No, you're streaming just yeah, exactly. That's okay. Yeah, that's okay. Talk me through it.
So we see here the Group B, Toro Squadron, without the result of today's match, so far has won both matches, and 404 one of the 2 matches, and SPQR is also one of 2 matches. NZA and Bogey Dope, no wins out of 2 matches. So if 404 wins tonight, they have 2 wins in 3 matches, and then it's going to be very difficult. SPQR needs also to win. Then we have 3 teams with 3 matches and 2 wins. And then we need to look into the kill-death ratio. For now, kill-death ratio for Toro Squadron is 2.07. For 404 so far 1.27 and SPQR 1.06. So it is important. If 404 makes the win and SPQR also makes the win, then it's going to be very, very, very tight situation. Okay.
And I'm still watching Alpha Whiskey. He's at, let's see here. If he were a flanker, based on his altitude, he could glide in. I just don't know how well the F-16 glides, but
very well
in the flanker. Okay.
I think at least when you have kind of 20,000 or something, you can glide the last 10 miles. And he is 20 nautical miles away and too low for my taste. Yeah, he is losing altitude, he's losing speed. It won't be enough. He's going to land somewhere
in the village.
In 5 nautical miles. I would take Sharjah International, right? But he wanted to try it. There is a road down there. at least.
He's actually picking up a little bit of speed. What's he at? He's 81% RPMs, so they're not completely dead.
Yeah.
And
Angle of attack is very high. Okay, RPM is... he's playing with the throttle, you know. Angle of attack is 15. He's playing with throttle. But he's losing altitude either way.
yeah, you're absolutely right.
Even though
Usually I do a
angle
10-to-1 ratio.
Yeah.
So like, let's say he has to fly for 30 kilometers. He needs to be at 3,100 meters.
Yeah.
But he is at 2,2600 meters and he has 33 kilometers to land.
Yeah, no way. I don't think he is going to make it. And the other guys are already there. So we need to wait. So I thought... I give the guys a little bit of commercial. What do you think?
Absolutely.
And go get a glass of water while everybody is watching the commercial. So
Sounds good. Well,
see you in 1 minute. I'm gonna grab a glass of water and gonna be back. Enjoy the advertisement.
Hello everyone and welcome. In this first video of Master Arm, we would like to introduce ourselves and discuss what we plan to contribute as a future part of the DCS community. So if you've been wondering what Master Arm's up to, this is your video to watch. So let's get started. Master Arm is the new DCS server provider for players and squadrons. We're a small but agile team of 2 senior IT engineers with more than 15 years of experience in the business, 1 senior content designer, and 3 members of our technical support, primarily based in Europe. Master Arm strives to play an active role in the community, to contribute something indeed, because our team all met through the same community, for which we're so grateful. We believe this community is genuinely worth contributing to. So we decided to start working on something. We realized that running a dedicated DCS server and its maintenance can be complicated in general, and it would need one to be somewhat tech savvy. But that wasn't just it. The pricing was also of our concern. Pricing is an essential part of a product, a first impression, and first impressions are forever. Master Arm's here to offer a service that firstly our customer benefits from, and an overpriced product, as some of you might find on the market, is totally the opposite. Master Arm is coming up with fair and reasonable pricing that indicates the actual value of the service and doesn't spoil either party. It's the same price Master Arm would have paid for a DCS server if they were customers rather than providers. Some might think it's cheaper for a reason, but that's not the case. Master Arm provides dedicated DCS servers with cutting-edge hardware and internet performance. For example, the servers we provide for the ongoing ACES 23-1 tournament hosted by Phoenix Task Force run on 64 gigabytes of RAM and are powered by powerful AMD and Intel CPUs with a minimum bandwidth of around 1 gigabit per second. That's where we like to conclude it all for this episode. Master Arm's here, and we're just getting started. In the following video, we will talk about our plans, features, and packages. So stay tuned and see you next time.
So we are back again, and Alpha is still struggling in by far lower altitude. He's kind of 5,500 feet and 140 knots of speed. Do you think he's still making it or not? So, yeah, very high angle of attack. but the engine is still running on 76% RPM. Probably he can go also lower, I don't know. But it is still, let's say, from the beginning of the runway, exactly here, we have still 6 nautical miles to go. So it is very probable that it works. I'm really surprised. I'm really surprised. I really didn't count with that. Wow, this would be very interesting.
Mr. Banana, looks like you're back.
Yeah, I'm back.
And it
I'm
looks
back.
like Alpha is still on his way.
And Alpha is still on his way. He's playing with the throttle. We see the RPM is going between 70 and 76%. And to be honest, I didn't think that he's going to make it. But look, he has only 3.7 nautical miles to go. He is still 4.6 high. So it means 4,600 feet high. And he is kind of 220 knots because the nose is down now. And the angle of attack is also 6. So it is quite good. I changed my idea and now think that he's going to make it.
Oh, yeah. This is looking great.
Yeah, look.
Just
Look at
he's
that.
popping his air brakes and he's coming in for a landing.
Yes. Here we go.
All right, before the server disconnects, I need to know how much fuel he had
Yeah.
at touchdown. Whoa, whoa, Alpha. He has only one chance to do this. He's at 200 knots. Touchdown at 180.
What a round. What a round. Unbelievable. Well done, guys. Big kudos to
Absolutely.
the first round. It is deserved. And
Lots of patience.
the second round is going to be even better, I think. So what we do is I send you guys to a intermission. Gonna restart my DCS, see if the sound is coming back. I can also start everything on my PC, see if sound is getting better. Hope so. The PC was running for a couple of hours. You know how things are. So please be patient with me. I'm gonna be back and we're gonna take it from there. Plasma, don't go anywhere. I'm gonna be back.
Sounds good. And Alpha Whiskey just said 0 for his fuel state. So he ran out at some point moments ago.
Devils ingressing now. How's the eastern group looking?
Level 1, we've got you covered. Eastern group is still sold. How far out are they to the target? They're coming up on 10 miles out.
All flights, pop-up group, low, 2-ship Fulcrum, tracking northeast.
Level 1, Gypsy 1, be advised. Gypsy, stay in, stay in. I don't think they're hearing us, man. They're still pushing in. Alright, keep trying them. Let's join the party. Dark Star, Gypsy is targeting the leakers from the north. Devil, press south. 2 Fulcrum.
Two, you getting any of that?
Negative 1. Map north.
Two, let's rock and roll, break. away.
Damn, comms are still a mess.
You getting anything from Dark Star? I got nothing.
Negative, I'm trying again. Dark Star, Devil's bugging out south. Target has been destroyed. Target... Whoa! Jesus Christ!
Sally, Fulcrum, 10 o'clock high. He's coming around. I'm engaging. Devil, Dark Star, Mark, Fulcrum. Shit, there's another one. Another mix. 3 o'clock, closing fast. He fired! He fired! Missile! Break! Defending!
Stay in CNQL. Get in there, man.
Missile! Break left!
Gypsy 1, we're coming up on you now. We're almost on him. Get him off him, Gypsy. Get off him. He's gonna fire. Keep shooting, Devil. We're on him now. We're turning him now. Get the sucker off him, man. He's off you. Come on, man. Let's nail this sucker. Come on, man. Do some of that pilot shit. Damn, this guy's good. He's all over the place. Come on, let's get this guy. Oh, we got you now. Come on. I got some. Boss 2. Blast! Enemy MiG going down.
So, I'm back and getting the server again. Let me get the server data again. I forgot the password. Just copy paste it.
404V Toro.
Yeah, thanks. Now everybody
Yep.
can log in.
Oh, they're already in there. They're already waiting for you. I told them you were restarting and stuff, so they're all waiting for you.
Yeah. All good. All good.
Now, whatever filter you have on the output,
my captain is here.
or maybe
Sorry?
the stream, whatever filter you had going on the audio output to the stream was putting that robot sound.
And now?
It hasn't caught up yet.
Yeah.
You sounded perfectly fine in Discord, so I'm guessing it was probably the OBS stream.
It is very strange because I just after that I just deleted all the filters that I had. I only have the noise suppression now, which is no factor actually, but I need
Okay, so I can actually hear the echo still. I just saw the stream come up.
Okay.
And it looks like it's a slight delay in the echo.
Oh, okay. It's not good. I need to dig into that, see what it is. I
No, that's
just
what happens.
told the people I have new hardware and I'm not a professional. Just for sake of better quality, I invested a lot in the hardware. But setting this up with a new audio mixer software and different channels where voices coming, Plasma is doing that very well. I really admire him when I see him like an octopus clicking around, and I wish I could do that, but so far I'm the one with good hardware but no talent. Um,
Oh,
so probably need to just connect and see if Plasma can help me a little bit with the
I,
setup.
this octopus is blushing. Thank you.
And
Thank you
we
for the
have
kind
it.
words.
There's also albino, I think, under octopuses, isn't
Oh,
there?
there you go. An albino octopus. That's
So
well. While you're connecting up, I'll kind of give the folks who are watching an overview of what's happening. So I
yes,
see
please.
404. They have now gone blue. 404 is 5 F-16s and 1 F-15, which is a bit odd because I think they're maybe one pilot short. Leon, Fuji, Whiskey, and Adler and Arya in F-16s, and Dice is in his F-50. And over on the other side of the world, we've got the Toro team starting to taxi out. Mustang, Ovi, Werewolf are all in F-18s. Pyrox and Aspar are in F-16s. And Iron Roma and Kistoy are in the back, taxiing out in JF-17 and F-15. Which is weird. Because they've also got only 6 pilots. Banana.
well, probably someone is going to join.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of network issue. Nobody knows. So 404 is complete.
404, yep, is complete. They've got their 7. They've got Dice in the 15, Whiskey, Arya, Adler, Fuji, Leon, and Hawk all in F-16s.
Yep. On the other side, we're missing. Is there Iron Roma? Is there Asper? Pyrex? Look, OV, Mustang. Who we are missing here? JF-17 guy. Who was in JF-17?
They have one
Iron
or two
Roma is
JF-17s.
there, He's there. Okay, so we missed someone still on the other side. That illusion is static. We are not having any illusion in this fight today.
Yeah, are we missing? I think we're missing another. I think we're missing another F-16.
Yeah. The first time I streamed this map, I was seeing those F-15Cs and the tornadoes. And, well, mods are allowed. I thought they have just logged in the server and just took a look at the slots. So nobody's in the server, but there are some tornadoes and 15Cs there, and then find out that there are static objects. Actually, we can. I don't know if we can see the tornadoes. No.
Press F12.
No, we don't see them. F12.
Yeah, F12 will,
Oh, yeah.
will put you
Oh,
onto the
yeah, I
static
can see them.
objects.
Look good. You know, tornado is coming.
No.
Yeah, it's a mod.
Oh,
As a
cool.
mod. Yeah. Tornado is coming as a mod. They're also publishing some pictures from the cockpit. Looks awesome so far. So it's a community mod. And it's a sexy airplane, you know. They just looked a lot from F-14. Germany was the first nation who was interested in F-14 and started to look into that before, at the time that F-14 was still only on paper. And then they decided to do something for their own. And I'm not wondering that Tornado is very, very similar to F-14. At the time that they look into the F-14, F-14 should come with one vertical stabilizer. So they went exactly like that. You look at the cockpit and the intakes and variable wing geometry and everything. It's actually a copy of the first.
All right, people are gonna get mad at me.
Yeah, they're good.
But it looks like the F-15, the F-14, and a MiG-23 had a threesome and made a tornado.
Yeah, but it's kind of look like the first Tomcat. It's a little bit smaller in size.
Yep.
And yeah, they dropped, and then other nations had a look at it. Some didn't get it because of the policy, and one did. So the seventh is Werewolf, and he's also in the server now. Still on the ramp, but at least we're complete. So last time we watched Toro taking off, and just to be fair, we're gonna move to Leva Air Force Base, and we're gonna watch 404 this time take off that wonderful whatever it is on the runway. So need to go here and so share my screen.
Thank you.
Sure. I like the skins of both teams.
And I'm glad to see that a lot of people are starting to get the F-15 skins going as well. For the F-15E.
Four has customization on their planes, and I know that the abbreviations on their tail is telling what city in Iran they're coming from. I'm wondering what NHD is. I have no idea. Sorry. Not good at in geography. But Leon is coming from somewhere called NHD. I have no idea. This is, I don't know who this is. This is Fuji, and he's come from Tehran, so that's YTH. And then we have here. What we have here? Pick him. Yeah, we have Adler coming from Isfahan. Then we have Hawk 7 coming from Tehran also. And the other guys, while we're doing this, let's take a look at them all. Arya is also from Tehran, capital city, and Alpha Whiskey is also. Oh, SEV. I believe it's Sabzawar. I'm not sure. Could be.
It's Tabriz?
No, it's probably Sabzawar.
And I found for you MHD, by the way. But you have to read it.
Is it Mashhad?
Mashhad Hashemi Nejad.
Could be.
That's the MHD is the actual airport code for it.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, we took the airport code. Yeah, probably coming from Mashhad. Yeah, perfect. So we just encrypted them.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah. Women Life
Where is
Freedom.
Masha?
logo here. Mashhad is northeast of the country, to the border to Afghanistan. Nice. I like the logo. Beautiful skin. So, 404 is probably ready. I write them that stream is also ready. If they wanna do go. That we are ready and we are capturing everything.
And we're not expecting any runway incidents.
No, I don't expect at this level. Oh, I'm really excited to see how the second round is gonna end. So it seems 404 has a little bit issue. He just said they need to stand by. And Toro side also, so both teams need still probably they're doing a rearm and refueling. Yeah, here I don't see any tanks with Arya, so he's probably refueling. Just every single drop of fuel gonna count.
Mm-hmm.
And
Absolutely.
when they're waiting on the runway for a long time and lost 100 pounds, you see that with 100 pounds, you can fly probably 10 hours.
Life or death.
Yeah. So,
Yep.
understandable that they need to be on the refuel again. So, Arya done it. And yeah, with the other one also. So, 2 of 16 did it. The other ones are good. Yeah, the last one has also the 3 bags, all 3 bags on. They look good.
So I took a pick at the 2 F-15s because each side's bringing a Strike Eagle in, and it's the same loadout. One of the F-15s on 404 has 6 120s and 2 Sparrows. The other one has 6 120s and 2 A9s. And Alpha, we can see your desktop, or I can see your desktop, which
Yeah,
is
you
fine.
can see my desktop. I will see if the sounds are working well. It looks like my system sound is back and running through the right channel. So this way,
Is it possible that it's picking up both your microphone and your voice at the same time,
it's not-
causing that
it's
echo?
not. The other stuff was that the system sound was only playing when somebody spoke. I mean, I spoke, and this was the problem, I think. So I restarted DCS, and now it is pulling the right channel. So seems to be a bit better, but we're gonna see that during the match. Okay. So what's going on? Guys, are we ready or not? Seems Toro needs a little bit longer.
I wonder if this is going to be a fuel competition. One team refuels, gets ready, then the other team refuels, gets ready, and then they repeat it. Like
Yeah, now they need to repeat it also. Yeah. Oh, guys, you see how important is this match? Nobody wants to lose it. They want to make the most of it. Kill as many as the opponents and come back home Usually you don't care if you have 50 pounds or 100 pounds less, but you see, this is very important for both teams, for both sides. And 404 means that really, I hope that we are not getting any refueling more. 404 is ready. Hallelujah. Okay, 1, 2, 3 instead of 3, 2, 1. Go, go, go.
And I'm watching Toro. Toro is also rolling. Mr. Banana, keep an eye on the 404's afterburners. See how quickly they go back to nil after taking off.
Which one do you want?
Oh, just randomly keep an eye on them. I'm just curious, are they going right away fuel conservation mode, or are they just cruising in for a bit?
Seems they're doing that. Seems they're doing this. See that? Can you see it?
And good news, all the aircraft from Toro are up in the air successfully.
Can you hear me? Let's see. I was supposed to take the other side's takeoff. It's Plasma's show fault.
Oh yeah, it's all my fault.
Yeah, all your fault. Giving a damn to fuel burn in on the 404 side. The other guys are also. And then
I'm
as
looking
soon
at
as
the
they
404's
just reach their
engines.
cruise altitude, they go mil power. Nobody's hurrying up. Nobody wants to get into the bubble first, just for sake of dominating the bubble.
Okay, so take a look at the Toro side at their altitudes on F10.
Mhm.
They're doing some weird ingress stuff. They're so low. Just between you and me, that's it's unusual. I don't know what kind of a secret scheme this is, but it's ingressing at 13,000.
They found probably something for themselves, which is working well in that altitude, probably.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. They are. Yeah.
lobbing up. They're
gaining
floating up.
altitude.
Oh,
they're
I've never seen.
very slowly.
I don't think I've ever seen an ingress at 13,000. But they
So-
have a beautiful fingertip going. Wow.
Let's see.
They're doing this for the purpose of rain.
Yeah.
Looks really good.
So let's take a look at the other side. We're so focused on Toro. We have Alpha Whiskey and Arya. Both of them did a really good job in the first round. They're building the tip of the spear and about 31 angels. And then with a distance of around about 10 nautical miles, we have Adler and Fuji on one side, and Leon and Hawk on the other side, building kind of box. And then Dice is again going for the cocktails. This time he needs to bring me also a Sex on the Beach something when he's passing the Burj Al Arab.
Yeah, get some good stuff for us.
He owes me something. And the formation is, we're seeing a trail kind of. Pisto is high, very high. Jeff trying to conserve fuel with that thirsty MiG-29 engine. And the rest is kind of 5 ship. Now
Yeah, Toro's doing a beautiful crank.
Yeah, they're going into crank. They're afraid of F-15. They don't know that Dice is flying far, far, far back. Probably nobody is watching that stream, or the 60-second is spitting in their soup. Good. These guys are also very, very careful. Things like that I used to see when the Tomcat was a factor. Haven't seen that for about 2 years.
That's right, because you never knew if there was a Phoenix on its way towards you. Well, you had
exactly.
the lock, right? But
yeah, but Tomcat's radar is so strong. You see always Tomcat nails you whenever you're flying towards him, right? You never know if it's on you or not. Even when she STTs someone, everybody in the vicinity get that.
You don't know which one is STT'd, right?
Exactly. You know, if you're STT'd or your wingman, so all of a sudden everybody goes cold. Yeah, but that's a legend. It's over.
Yeah. So this is interesting. So they've Toro has set up 5 ship along the coast. Kisto has fired his first missile from hyperspace. 48,000, and he's descending. But that's a very long shot. That shot is 38 nautical miles. He's hoping to catch one of the 404 unaware.
Wow, and the missile is 2,000 knots fast. Unbelievable.
Okay, and I think it's on Arya because Arya just did a split S and he's running. Arya is defending at a range of 21 miles.
But he can't get that RWR. Never ever. I think this because Alpha Whiskey did the same. They were the tip of the spear and they had the order to go in and dive and come back altogether. Impossible that they have the RWR, and impossible to be able to see that missile. I think that was purely because of their tactics. What do you think?
So I think so too. I think they're just pulling missiles, like you said. Now, this is interesting. Adler's gone low. Adler's on the deck. There's a 5 ship of Toro setting up a grinder, and Fuji is above the ocean to the left of the Toro guys sneaking in.
I think they saw him. I think Mustang saw him because F-18 has a longer range of radar, and then AVAX is also there. And Fuji is not a ghost. He's 30,000 feet high, and he fires first, aim 120C of his, and get a response from Mustang. Yeah, I expected that Mustang sees him. But I wouldn't fire. I would go into a beam or anything and then wait till he gets closer.
Now, Mustang fired from later and lower, but Fuji's missile still has energy. Now, the funny thing here is Kistov in his F-15 Superiority High Altitude Interceptor is back on the deck. He got as low as Angels 7, and he's staying at Angels 14 again.
Yeah.
Whereas Dice is at 30.
We don't know exactly what is the best use for F-15 Strike Eagle, right? But
Yep.
what we were experiencing in the other matches is that people are flying high, flying fast, and they have been good long kills in the PTF match that I streamed and also in the other matches I saw. So it may be a valid way of, let's say, leveraging the F-15 Strike Eagle's capabilities. But I don't think that Toro is not knowing that. They know how F-15 is to be flown. Probably they don't want that 404 knows where exactly F-15 is, because when he fly high, they can recognize it's flying higher than the other ones, probably the F-15. So they want to, let's say, hide the F-15, make it difficult for them, and then probably go fast and be able to fire from a longer distance than the F-16s, because when you fly versus the F-15 and you think it is an F-16 because you don't recognize it, because everybody's coming from the same direction, your RWR is showing F-16 and F-15, you could say, okay, this one guy can be an F-16 and I can get close to him maybe till 6 nautical miles or 7 nautical miles, because I'm safe. When I'm low and I'm that close, I'm still safe. And when it turns out that it's F-15 firing the missile with a high inertia on you, then you could miscalculate your safe distance very easily, and then got shot by that. I think this is what these guys are trying. They're trying to hide their F-15. This is what I assume. I don't know. Maybe afterwards when we interview the captains, we know more. I think Mustang is going to join in us, and probably Alpha Whiskey. So we're going to have a very interesting interview at the end, because there are so many mysteries in this so far. So here, Hawk probably baiting again. You see that?
Yep. Hawk is popping out.
But he fired a missile, so probably he was going for Pyrex. Both of them could save those 2 missiles. But you see, the teams are very conservative. But when it's
everyone's chilling.
Firing missiles, no? It's
Banana. Feedback from the chat.
Yeah.
Can you turn off the grid? Hide the grid. It's preventing guys from seeing stuff.
I can, please. Here we go. Good enough.
Thank you, sir. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Very conservative. No one is poking.
And guys, what do
Right.
you prefer? Do you prefer the SAT or alternative? Let me know. Which one do you like? If I should get the SAT, this one, or the alternative terrain.
So there's a
Good.
couple of missiles flying between Ovi and Fuji, but I think those are still no factor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And again, Toro is in the center of the bubble, even though the bubble is not shrinking like we know from some other tournaments. And the bubble is quite big. I think it is round about 100 nautical mile in diameter, if I'm not wrong.
Take a look here. Yeah, you're right. It's 100 nautical miles
Yeah.
on the dot.
So it's big, it's not shrinking. Nevertheless, Toro has dominated the bullseye.
Now, here's the other thing, though. Were you in the TACT fight last year?
Mm-hmm.
Because it also has the TACT competition has a huge bubble.
Yeah.
And one thing I learned from the 64th match that we had, they stayed on their side of the bubble because they have better AWACS coverage. For example, right now from the blue E3 to the Toro team is 78 nautical miles, but from the red AWACS to the 404 guys, it's 101 nautical miles. I wonder if they're taking advantage of coverage.
You mean 404
they're closer.
is taking advantage.
That's right. Yeah,
Yeah.
because they're closer to their own AWACS.
Do you know exactly what AWACS range is? Kind of 200 nautical miles, I think.
Depending on aircraft and
And
altitude.
I question myself or the chat if anybody knows if I'm wrong. I was thinking it's 200 nautical miles, but does it matter if I'm closer to the AWACS,
Yes.
or is it enough if I'm within that range? Do you think that it is, or do you know if it is
no.
simulated? That the
100%.
that
So when we were fighting the
signal is stronger
64th,
when you're closer to that?
yes. Oh yeah. So we were fighting the 64th, and this was a rude awakening for us. They stayed on their side of the bubble, and we started losing them when we crossed to their side of the bubble. We couldn't see them on data link anymore.
Oh, interesting.
But yeah,
I know that there is a range, but when you're within that range, does it matter if you're 80 nautical miles or 95 nautical miles away from the signal quality? I don't think that it is simulated in this. Yes,
let's ask the crowd. I'm sure.
maybe it comes with the new RWR. You know that it is ongoing, and we're gonna have a massive change in how RWR is gonna work in the future, in very near future.
Yeah. Well, look. Speaking of that, look at those 404 guys. They're dragging even closer to. Hey, you know what? Here's the other thing. If they ran out of fuel,
Yeah,
they don't need to go.
They want to be closer. Yeah, they want to be closer to the edge of the bubble. That's why I wanted to say, but we went totally in the other direction. I want to say I don't think that they are thinking of the AWACS. They're thinking of they need to get back home. And bubble is big enough. Why I should ingress in the bubble? Why? The bubble is not shrinking, and it's big enough, right?
Yep.
So the radius of the bubble is as big as the radius of the bubble in the other tournaments. The diameter, sorry. So why should I go in? Year 1 ST10,
Okay.
let's, for sake of being a bit different, get that ST10, just going nowhere, hitting the
Some parking
ground.
lot got destroyed.
Exactly. A Land Cruiser is destroyed. A white Land Cruiser.
All right, so we've got an update from Beef XD. I think Beef. I think you're with the Mumblerines
Yeah,
now.
Mumblerines.
And
Captain.
so here's what he wrote. He said, the radar AWACS becomes more unreliable after 16 nautical miles. Slower
okay.
to update. Loses stuff on notch much easier.
Yeah.
But full range is 200 plus. But that's an ideal scenario.
Yeah, 200 is what I also remembered, but I didn't know that the the signal quality is simulated. The thing is that is a kind of script or code is doing that. It's not really simulating, right? And so the signal quality is probably the same. They have just built some algorithm in that say, okay, he is farther than that. Let's build in a little bit of
delay or loss.
Any kind of things. But thanks for clarification.
Thanks,
but
Steve.
what we think is here, 404 is closer to the border of the bubble, just in case they win and they need to get back home, and they have enough room. Why should they ingress so far?
You want to kill us? Come and take us, right?
Yeah. We just won the first round. You need to come if you want to win, and we're waiting there for you. And they're coming. Look, all of a sudden Toro is coming, and they're aggressive, firing. Oh wow, it's gonna be a long night, gonna tell you. For me, I don't know where you guys are watching at the moment.
All right, if you're really bored, there's another AIM-120 that's going to hit another parking lot in a few seconds. Near Aria.
Yeah, this time we just need to find any missiles flying around. In the first round it was easier because there were multiple missiles flying. They had a hard time, and we didn't know to pick which one, and it is an easier job at the moment because we don't have that many missiles in the air. Another 120 is on already cold Alpha Whiskey. I don't even bother taking it. It's okay. These guys are getting closer and closer now. Toro is getting into the holy area of 404th. Yeah, go ahead.
So here's a question. To make it more exciting for the viewers, what do you think that AIM-120 will hit on the ground?
Let's see if it gets another white Land Cruiser. Okay.
Oh, hang on. Well, don't wait for that. Don't wait for that. A missile on Aria on the over the coast. Sorry.
Over the coast.
That one looks a little bit angrier.
Aria's good, I think. He's F-16. Low, and missile is not tracking anymore. Is into the water.
Okay.
Fishing. Guys, a little bit more action here. Look, F-15 is not flying higher than the others. Definitely they want to hide F-15 and then use it at the right time.
And yeah, Dice is staying a little higher up. He's saving fuel, but everyone's chilling. What's their RPMs?
Something tells me that Kistoy is gonna fire something now. I don't know why. Is ingressing. Is quite fast. Not the fastest he can, but no, going back. Okay, these guys are consuming fuels only, especially the JF-17 and F-18s here in the front line because they're fast, quite fast for that altitude. Okay. 120 from Aria and already cold look OV. Delay in the F-16's RWR makes it a little bit difficult to see. Is it still hot what I'm firing on or already cold? Here
and then
we have
Fuji and Werewolf traded.
Yes, yeah. Fuji and Werewolf.
So just an important update, that missile before did not hit anything. It landed in the desert. No land cruisers were destroyed.
Yep. Yeah. So I
Missile from Adler, but I think Mustang's going to run away from it.
let me live advertisement. I just sent the chat the link to your YouTube channel.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
And also here, the link to the ACES Discord server. The tiny link.
Yeah, because if the folks join the Discord server, they should always be refreshing your site for new updates. But if they're on the ACES Discord server, they'll know when the fights are posted in the announcement section.
Yeah.
So they don't need to refresh your Twitch page all the time, which is what I do. Like I wake up in the morning, I'm just refreshing Banana's Twitch page.
Come on.
Because they're new.
You're a liar. I like it.
Hey,
No,
man.
they can also there are some text channels there dedicated to the public, so you can also exchange about ACES and access to some discussions is probably also something you're into. Grunt
And
Life
Grunt Life is
asked,
asking
how is
about
my
dojo.
dojo matches? Yeah, I'm supposed to be flying, but my opponent had just had a walkover. So automatically I won the match without flying. So I'm new to dojo. I was a little bit bored, to be honest, because this year I didn't do Seital for some reasons, and we didn't also do the ACES as we were doing always this time because we didn't have 7 pilots, and this way it was a long time for me, and I can't be let's say away for a long time. So we're waiting for Tact. We just teamed up with Griffin to get 8 pilots together. Both teams are small, and we thought it's a good fit. So I had a lot of time, and I was kind of bored because I need a little bit of competitive all the time. And I thought, why not going to dojo? I'm not the best dogfighter. I've been flying BVR for years, but I started initially with dogfight, and said, okay, let's go in, get some experience. And I'm still a noob, but I'm working on that carrier. Let's see. First match is kind of in my favor without being happened. But I'm really looking forward. It's going to be a good experience for the people who don't know. Dojo is kind of let's say like martial arts system. You start very low with the white belt, and then with the wins that you gain during the time, you win scores, and then you get colored belts till black, and then black Dan 1, and so on. So interesting, and they're very good dogfighters there. So it is a challenge, because you're not always facing someone flying at your own level. It could be a big gap, and it's very challenging. So I'm new. I'm gonna report you more when I have my first couple of losses, and then I can do a little bit more on that. Ground Life is also on it, so I know that's why he's asking. He's also doing very well in Dojo, and some also other good pilots are there. So interesting thing. I just get notice of that through a friend of mine who is, I think, the best F-16 or second best F-16 fighter pilot in Dojo. So I was also training with him, and he just draw my attraction to that. So enough of me, enough of self advertisement. Let's get back into slow match that we are having, you see how important this match is for the people. You just recognize by watching them fly. Nobody want to risk. They're testing each other. They are seeing how far they can go. Missiles are flying from time to time, longer distance missiles, which are, for my taste, a waste of armament. Here we have 120 from Lukovi on Hawk. Hawk is reacting very late. Oh, it wasn't on Hawk. It was for Adler. I wish to see that AIM 120 Charlie going for Hawk, and Hawk would have a difficult time defending of it.
And
all good.
That one gets grounded.
Oh, you notched another 120C. Very well done. The missile was very high. No, it didn't notch it. He's flying 7,000 feet, and the missile was 35,000 feet. It was going nowhere, so it didn't track at all. Or, no, it is for DICE, which is not tracking anymore. So DICE is flying 34,000, and the missile was for him. He's good. He's so far away. When you're so far away and you're flying so fast, he is kind of 700 indicated airspeed at that altitude. He's safe.
So Arya just sent a missile on Mustang, who's cold. Now now is Mustang going to turn into it? Because we saw that last time. There was a Toro loss when one pilot just turned into the missile prematurely.
I thought he's sending a message. What message in the bottle?
Oh yeah, sending his love.
Yeah.
Sending his love down the line.
Oh man. Come on.
We should be drinking.
Yeah, good idea. I took water, but I forgot to drink. Cheers.
Cheers, man. And cheers to the viewers.
I think you guys can go and grab something and come back, and we're going to get into the hotter phase of the second round between 404th Freelancers and Toro Squadron. Both good teams. And very important match tonight for the ones who are watching us in the second round and missed the first round. These both teams needs to win this match to be sure that they qualify to the elimination round. That's why we're seeing this conservative strategy and tactics. Nobody want to risk. Nobody want to get killed. Everybody want to conserve fuel. They need to fly back and land. And when they have a safe landing, they're going to have a win. And we count also the number of the airframes going home for the sake of kill-death ratio, which then could be a factor on all the teams or more than one team. And with two teams at least with the same points number, and then we need to look into the, let's say, goal difference, like in soccer or football. So,
hey, Banana, do you want to do a missile count on the sides, and I'll write it down and tally it up? If you just switch between planes, just tell me how many Fox 3s.
Please.
Yeah. If you do the F2 part and just give me a number, I'll write it down and I'll give you a total after.
Okay, let's. But it can. Let me look over. Just fired one.
Okay. Next time it's quiet.
Let me get a moment that everybody is cold, because one ST10 is also now going. So Toro is Toro is now a little bit this is the Spanish blood. They can't wait anymore, right? It's too long. It's taking too long, and they're firing those missiles, getting closer. And this way it's hard to just, let me do it very quickly. Alpha Whiskey, let's go on it. So Alpha Whiskey has 5 AMRAAMs. Dice in F-15.
Oh, hey,
3 AMRAAMs.
I heard
and
from
2
you.
Sparrows. Yep.
Okay, how many did Alpha Whiskey has? Because when the
5.
Alpha Whiskey audio kicked in, I didn't hear your
5.
voice. Okay, 5.
5.
Yep, keep going.
So 5. Dice has
3.
3 Fox 3 and 2 Sparrows. Arya 4 AMRAAMs.
Got it?
Adler also 4. Fuji 3. AMRAAMs. Hawk 3 AMRAAMs. And Leon
Leon.
5.
All right, let me tally that up.
Okay, so, and they have fired no since we were counting.
So they have 27. So Blue F404 currently has 27 missiles.
Wow. So let's see if Mustang is now firing. It looks
Yeah,
like
they go
it looks
cold.
like- yeah, fired again.
Oh,
Oh, Toro is gonna have a problem with the number of missiles at the end. They're firing too many in comparison to 404. They're doing a very good job for me. I know Toro guys, sorry, you don't want to hear that, but I think 404 is doing good job pulling those missiles at the moment. And here you see others flying formation with that missile.
yep,
But
just
it's good.
defeated it.
And
Oh,
here,
Toro fired another
next
missile
one,
on Hawk
Arya.
and another one.
Yeah, I take it on Arya. I think it is more severe than the other one. The other one is already notched. And the one on Arya is still tracking. It's close, it's close. Arya going to Serpentine? Yeah. And that Serpentine saved his life. Hawk fires 1. No. Wow. No casualties yet. Everybody's alive. And we have kind of 20 minutes probably passed. We may think if we don't want to, or if PTF, the organizer, doesn't want to make the bubble smaller next time or shrinking. I'm not against long rounds of matches. Don't get me wrong, but when you have so much space, then it can take longer than it should.
Oh boy, Toro's in trouble. Toro is in trouble for missiles. I just took a quick look.
Yeah.
They are in so much trouble.
Okay, here. They're not patient enough. They lost patience. And
I think they're down to 12 missiles versus 27.
And this one, let's say.
Arya's flagging information with the 120, and he just beat it. He's right next to his cockpit.
I was so slow taking it.
Wow.
So they could push and kill Mustang here. Leon could push and kill Mustang while he was chasing Arya. Bad comms. Guys, you need to kill him. You have killed, it's an F-18, and Leon could come from flank and do the job. But still no casualties. As far as I can see.
The only casualty is the Toro missiles.
And Dice is drinking cocktails up there. This time in Abu Dhabi. There are also probably good hotels there. Serving alcohol to tourists. Or non-alcoholic. So, do you think the 404s were counting those missiles?
They must.
They must have done.
Well, each time there's an RWR missile, maybe they do. I know Arya's been counting because he can see the missile out of his cockpit. He can visually inspect the missiles that are coming for him. They're so close.
Archer was also writing, please, a missile check. Yeah.
Yeah, so last time that we checked, there was 27, and there was 12 for Toro. So more, I'd say it's less now. Toro's probably down to 10. Like Mustang has 1 Fox 3. Lukovi has 1 Fox 3. Roma, 2 PL5s. Werewolf, 2 AIM-9s. Aspar in the back has 6. Kistoy, 1 and 2 Fox 2s. Pyrox, 2. Roma, 0. That is not a lot of missiles.
So 404 is more patient. And then I think it's gonna pay out. Um, 120.
It's really difficult to be patient like this.
Roma is gonna be difficult for him because it's coming from the F-15 and he's high. He needs to serpentine. Jink it. Jink! You need to jink, man! Yeah. Yeah, you need
First
to
casualty.
pull G. And he probably underestimated the energy of that because he didn't know that it's coming from F-15 and how much initial speed the missile had. So Hawk needs to get back. So Toro is down to 6 now. 1 aircraft advantage for 404. 404 getting aggressive because they are probably counting the missiles. Hawk firing on a low target, diving, so the missile goes into the ground in front of him, planted at an AMRAAM in the United Arab Emirates soil. Lukovi sends 120C on Leon. Leon is not.
It hit the ground.
Leon did nothing. Probably the missile was not tracking from the beginning, so Leon didn't get any RWR. I was wondering why he's not doing anything. So these guys are chasing now.
Lukovi has no missiles. He's got 2 Fox 2s now.
Doesn't matter because these guys think we are 2. We are F-16. He's F-18, and we dominate. But
Now,
they need to think about the fuel, right? They need,
Okay, so Aspar's coming in on Hawk. This is really important. Aspar is their only guy with missiles.
He fired. How many missiles does he have?
He has now 5 missiles.
And he got a kill. He got a kill.
Oh,
he got
there
a
you
kill.
go.
So 6 versus 6. And the whole is Winchester. No. F-18 has
Aspar.
Sidewinder.
Aspar has 5 missiles. Everybody else is either 1 missile or Sidewinders only. There you go. Mustang. Can he notch it?
Mustang got killed, but what is with the Mustang's missile? Does that reach out? No, it didn't reach out.
Negative.
No, Alpha Whiskey is good. Oh man,
Adler's firing.
Look at that. 1 from the red side, 1 from the blue side. So it is getting dirty now. It's getting dirty. Aspar it has still 4 AMRAAMs. Arya is coming in strong, firing on these guys to keep them back. He doesn't want these 3 guys to come and help Aspar.
So Pyrox has 2 missiles. Kistoy has 1 missile, long stick. That's a dangerous missile.
Bang.
Toro gets
Another
another
blue
kill.
one is down. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Who is the cocktail drinker? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 in front versus 3, and Dice is drinking cocktail up there. So we have 4 on blue side and 3 in the red side. Things are getting very fast. Aim 9 from Shistoy or Kistoy on Alpha Whiskey. He's in a better position because he has just fired an aim 120 Charlie on Kistoy. And Kistoy is safe. Aim 9M is also no factor. But Asper is coming in. The missile is on him or is on Kistoy. It was on Kistoy. He passed the missile. Let's take him. Fires the next AMRAAM. The other...
Alpha survived this missile.
Yeah, probably. He was already cool, right?
Yep, he's
Yeah,
trying
it was
to
already
to
cool.
ground it.
But let's take the missile. Here we go. Alpha. Go right. Yeah. And left again. Left again. Serpentine. Oh,
Worse.
no.
He's fine.
Wow.
That was close. That was close.
That was close. Dice, what are you doing there?
He's chilling.
He's going to get the not man of the match trophy tonight. Okay, come on. But this is the order.
All right, so
just following the order, guys. Please don't be mad at me. I'm just talking.
Kistoy has 1 120 and Aspar has 2 120s. Werewolf has 2 aim 9s.
Uh-oh. In F-18. And these guys coming strong.
So is Werewolf dragging Arya into Kistoy's kill here?
Arya
Is
was
Kistoy
doing a
gonna waste a
fantastic
shot?
job in the first round, baiting and pulling the missiles. So if he's doing that, I didn't want to see that from Alpha Whiskey. No,
That's a weak missile.
Too long. Yeah. And even Kistoy is so low that even his 120C is no factor. Yeah. Uh-oh, we're gonna see some gun scenes tonight.
I think they told Dice to get over there. He's
Yeah,
coming.
because he is the one with the most fuel, I believe. And the other ones need to conserve. Alpha Whiskey. Let's see if he fires or not. He has enough missiles. Yes.
There's the
Here we
120
go.
on Werewolf.
20 on Werewolf. You see both of them. Werewolf is throwing them down. Alpha Whiskey also. Missiles already active.
And
Goes
it's
into the
grounded.
ground just because the massive dive of Werewolf. Very well done.
So the only plane that has Fox 3s is Aspar on Toro side. Everybody else has Fox 2s. On 404, Arya has 1. Alpha Whiskey has 1. Fuji has 2. And Kistoy and Dice is bringing 2 more. Aspar with his last missiles. And it finds the mark. I think Arya's just gone down, sir.
Oh, we missed that. So we have 3 versus 3. Dice needs to get in. Alpha Whiskey has 1 missile remain. Fuji has 2 missiles. Probably he's gonna fire soon. And he's high enough.
Yeah, the only guy on red that has any missiles, I believe, at this point is Aspar with 1 120 and Werewolf with 2 aim 9s.
Correct. And F-15 is Winchester. Okay. Oh,
He just wants
Dice.
those sparrows.
Don't do that. Don't do that. You have 2 Sparrows and 1 AMRAAM left. You need to get closer. These guys have nothing. You guys should probably watching this stream. Yeah. Or they're they're not having more pilots than flying, and nobody is watching the stream? I don't think so. Let me check the chat.
Hopefully not. Now, there's a missile from Alpha Whiskey. It's diving down on Aspar. Aspar has returned a missile.
Okay.
That was Aspar's last missile. Meanwhile, Fuji's coming in. Oh, Fuji's about to merge with the Eagle. Does the Eagle see him?
Let's
The
get
Eagle
them.
does not see him.
Yep.
But
They
Fuji
are
sees him.
into.
And Fuji's missile kills Werewolf.
Yeah.
It's 3v2.
You're having dogfight
Alpha
Fuji
Whiskey, do
again
not
on
actually, I
F-15.
can't say Alpha Whiskey, don't shoot in the merge because Alpha Whiskey has nothing.
Fuji, short
Fuji.
distance, Abram on F-15. And
Boom.
hits. Fuji is the F-15 killer of night. Strike
Oh, no.
Eagle killer.
Yeah. All right, it's all about Aspar. I think we should watch him.
Yeah. We have no one
This
else
is
to
it.
watch.
Oh, we could watch Dice and die of boredom. I mean, we love Dice.
Asper is
Dice
nothing
did
to
his
fire.
machines.
So is taking altitude a little bit so he can just pull the missiles into the ground in case. And what he can do is going to the edge of the bubble and drag these guys. I wouldn't go on him with 3. Probably what Alpha Whiskey is now doing is turning back. Probably is again low on fuel and heading home and leave the battle to Dice and Fuji. Fuji has still, I think, oh no missile, but Dice has 2 Sparrows and 1 Abram. Alpha Whiskey is Winchester, so probably going home. Fuji's probably going and baiting, and Dice is gonna give the death shot.
They've got 103 miles to go from where their position is. And
Yeah,
they really did
yeah.
shift into the red area, didn't they? They were so close to their base, but now they got a long way to go.
I think F-15C is good with fuel. Alpha Whiskey is gonna probably make it also. So if they make to land with 2, then they have 7-0 kill ratio, which is actually a good one. I was kind of calculating and thought if 404 want to take the most of this match, they need to get 5 kill death ratio out of this match, and they have reached the 5 in the first round. So these 2 are kind of bonus, but I really didn't count with that result, to be honest. Even though I know 404, maybe I don't know Toro that well, but I was following Toro and 404 in the other tournaments. Toro came for me always strong, and to be honest, I thought that it's going to be a very close combat, not that kind of one-sided. It is not that one-sided in the first round, but if second round, in the first round was for me a little bit one-sided, and I'm positively surprised.
Mhm.
So what is
So is
Aspar
Aspar going to leave the bubble?
Well, he gets a warning as soon as he's going over the green line. Then the script's gonna let him know that he's flying out of bubble, and then he needs to turn back.
Oh, he's 600 knots. He better turn quick.
Yeah, 30,000 high. Now he gets the warning. See what he's doing. He probably goes left or right. Yeah, he's going right. Getting the warning. Script is giving him a visual and audio warning. Aim 7. Dice says, probably
Keep
cannot
running.
kill him with that. Let's give him an STT shot, make him nervous, right? Aim 7
Absolutely.
is semi-active, and you need to have a heart lock to fire Therefore,
Is he going to be able to notch it? He hasn't quite notched it yet. He's
Yeah.
trying to notch it.
Aim 7 is not gonna reach that far. Just keep him busy. And
Don't turn into the missile. Okay, I guess he did notch it. The missile's gone stupid.
yeah. So second
There
one
we
is
go.
gonna come off the rail.
This is what you wanted to see. You wanted to see that smoke.
Yeah, exactly. Let's go for the missile. Yeah. Let's see. Parallel like that missile. Okay. Burn time is over. Glide time is there. I think lost lock already. But we saw the burn. Okay. Dice getting closer. Fuji is there just in case. And he's gaining altitude also just in case. So Dice is getting low. I wouldn't do that. So let's go for Dice. Oh. Where is the 120? You used to have 120. When did he fire that
boy.
120?
That's what I was thinking too. Now he's got no missiles. He's going to dogfight an F-16.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. I would leave it to Fuji.
Yeah.
Fuji's a better dogfighter. Nothing against Dice, but I know how good Fuji is. Fuji's in F-16, can do better, and that's why they just changed role now. Dice is slowing down, and Fuji is going in. So let's go.
Well, and also Dice is flying a flying tennis court, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to bring a tennis court against an F-16.
Here we go. Where we are, actually, here. Where are we? It's Sharjah. Okay, cool. Dogfight over Sharjah. Skylines. Very good place to hide behind. Wow. Have you seen a dogfight scene like that?
It's
Over the
beautiful.
skylines of United Arab Emirates, Sharjah. Okay.
Now
2v1.
Aspar is going on to Dice at 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
Oh no, Dice! Dice! Dice doesn't know what's on his ass. Dice gotta light up those cans and get away. Going in burglar, he's going over the
Come
top.
on. Now. Ya bull. Okay, he hit.
He survived.
But if
He
it's
survived.
enough, I don't know. I don't know if it's enough.
Fuji's in.
You know, F-15 is a new
Damage model.
airframe, and the damage model is like, I think, the early phase of X-16. But he's going down.
Did Dice get
He's
hit
low.
by that?
Dice is going low. Very slowly. I don't know if it's good. He's going down.
Well, Aspar right now is offensive on Fuji.
Yeah.
Fuji is defensive.
Wow. Let's see that. Nose down. F-16 versus F-16 in the close combat.
Right above the airport.
Dogfight.
Hey, I'll keep an eye on Dice and see how he's looking here.
You have the same airframe side, and they have the same capabilities. So it's going to be a little bit difficult to build an advantage just because of your airplane's capability. It's then very depending on the pilot and how he pulls the most of his airframe. How is Dice doing, Plasma?
Dice is looking clean. He's RTBing. He's out of here.
Probably
I didn't see
lost
any damage on him.
something, and he doesn't want to risk. He
Oh,
says-
Toro's going down. He's out of fuel.
yeah. Wheels were up. Okay. Now these guys can go back home.
Well, that escalated quickly.
Oh yeah, all over Dubai International. Have you ever seen dogfight over Dubai?
Only
Skyline.
only on Blue Flash server because they had Persian Gulf, and so you know all
Oh,
those all the planes are Fox 1, right? So they have to
Yeah.
merge. So I've seen it once there.
That was sexy. That's something I should do. It is a challenge to go between those skyscrapers and come out and hide and play hide and seek. The dogfight is going to be very fun. So Alpha Whiskey is chilling, very low speed. He's probably also low on fuel again. Oh, he's losing altitude. Not good. Not a good sign. He's coming down from that distance, and it doesn't tell me that he's gonna make to Leva like last round.
How far does he have to go? He's got a long way to go.
It's gonna be 62 nautical miles, and he is already losing altitude with a low speed of 200 knots. I think he's low on fuel. Something is telling me.
Oh, and I've got good news for you as well. Fuji's deciding to land over somewhere else.
Decided.
Fuji has defected to Dubai, or to
I was going
sorry.
for Dubai International Airport because probably he's not making home. Wow.
Well,
Still
that
not over.
chase.
Still not over. But
That chase in the end cost them.
sure. So
I mean, they've
right
locked the victory.
Yeah.
They've locked the victory, but
Asper did a good job pulling them there, and it cost them 1 or 2 airframes. I mean, for a fourth. Wow.
hey, while we're waiting for them to come back,
Mm-hmm.
I just noticed that the secret airbase on the Persian Gulf map has been updated with an actual airbase. You know about the secret base to the south?
What secret base you mean?
Go down south. See that little circle?
Yeah.
Down
the blue
south,
one?
yeah. Zoom in on that. That is the secret Saudi airbase. I can't remember what it's called. Secret Saudi airbase,
Uh-huh.
and it was always on the map, but it was never.
Seeing it
You
now.
never had an actual airbase, so it's been added.
Yeah, here.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Interesting.
So now it's an actual airbase
didn't know
because
that.
it was there for about 4 years on the actual map, but there wasn't an actual airbase marker or parking spots. But all the
Oh.
ground was done and everything else.
I was not.
Sorry, totally distracted.
No, it's good to know. I was not looking further south than Levi Air Force Base. Interesting. So this is
But it's a
Saudi
brand new
Arabia, I
airbase.
mean, here already. Okay.
hmm
Okay. Good. So, shall we do a little bit of advertisement?
Absolutely.
I know people hate me, but we get so much love and support from the supporters and the sponsors that we should really appreciate them. Fox 3 Managed Services for the prices and TACView. Also, I think there are some licenses we can hand over to the winning teams. And Master Arm just send us kind of introduction video I want to share with you. So send you for 2 minutes to that advertisement. And then we're going to be back. Gonna also get another glass of water. I'm drinking all the time. And then we're gonna see each other or hear each other again in about 2 minutes. Enjoy it.
Hello everyone and welcome. In this first video of Master Arm, we would like to introduce ourselves and discuss what we plan to contribute as a future part of the DCS community. So if you've been wondering what Master Arm's up to, this is your video to watch, so let's get started. Master Arm is the new DCS server provider for players and squadrons. We're a small but agile team of 2 senior IT engineers with more than 15 years of experience in the business, 1 senior content designer, and 3 members of our technical support, primarily based in Europe. Master Arm strives to play an active role in the community, to contribute something indeed, because our team all met through the same community, for which we're so grateful. We believe this community is genuinely worth contributing to. So we decided to start working on something. We realized that running a dedicated DCS server and its maintenance can be complicated in general, and it would need one to be somewhat tech-savvy. But that wasn't just it. The pricing was also of our concern. Pricing is an essential part of a product, a first impression, and first impressions are forever. Master Arm's here to offer a service that firstly our customer benefits from, and an overpriced product, as some of you might find on the market, is totally the opposite. Master Arm is coming up with fair and reasonable pricing that indicates the actual value of the service and doesn't spoil either party. It's the same price Master Arm would have paid for a DCS server if they were customers rather than providers. Some might think it's cheaper for a reason, but that's not the case. Master Arm provides dedicated DCS servers with cutting-edge hardware and internet performance. For example, the servers we provide for the ongoing ACES 23-1 tournament hosted by Phoenix Task Force run on 64 gigabytes of RAM and are powered by powerful AMD and Intel CPUs with a minimum bandwidth of around 1 gigabit per second. That's where we like to conclude it all for this episode. Master Arm's here, and we're just getting started. In the following video, we will talk about our plans, features, and packages. So stay tuned and see you next time.
Okay, back again. In between, Plasma needed to leave us just because he was just running a little bit late. So I'm home alone again, and I'm still watching Alpha Whiskey in the high altitude of 21 Angels, followed by Dice. We saw Fuji earlier. He lost the fight against the fuel, needed to land somewhere in the United Arab Emirates, in Dubai somewhere, and Dice and Alpha Whiskey are still fighting to go back home. Alpha Whiskey is good in altitude, 36 nautical miles to go, and he is probably having enough fuel to go. RPM 87% is still gaining altitude just in case. F-16 can fly higher altitudes, higher distance or long distances, even when the engine it's gone out, and still the battery to just serve the flight surfaces. So it's going to be good at that altitude, and the engines are running. F-15 was involved in the last dogfight. It also got hit by some bullets. Probably he needs to be thankful of the damage model that at the moment exists or doesn't exist. And I know that he has also a weapon system officer, so that's why you see the tandem cockpits are moving. So both are manned, both seats. We need to stay a little bit longer with these guys to make sure that they land. When they land, the match is going to be over. Just because you need 2 rounds of 3, and the first round went to 404, and when they make to land at least with 1 airframe, they're going to own this round 2 and then the whole match. If they don't, then probably we're going to see a 3rd round. I don't know if I'm wishing that or not, but we're going to see. We're going to have an interview with the captains. Probably Mustang 51 and Alpha Whiskey are going to join us after we have the decision. So I think it's going to be a very interesting interview. In case you have still a little bit of time and you're interested to ask your questions, you can send them in the chat now or later. And these guys are gonna answer as many questions that they can. I have also my questions. I saw a couple of things I hadn't any answer for. So probably also coming up with a couple of questions. Take the opportunity to apologize again for the audio issue. Apparently everything was working quite well. We just tested even the TAC view. I have no idea why the TAC view didn't work again. Probably because of the last minute change of the server. I had the access or the data for the Caucasus server, and then last minute I heard that's going to be a Persian Gulf map. I don't know the background, and I don't know why. And we are just working on that so that we deliver better quality and include or implement also the TAC view, and we can show you the split screen. So next time, every time I hate that next time, I just promise that, but it's not in my hands, and I do my best to get all those data, but sometimes I come short. So Fourth, as far as I know, has still no own livery, so they are using the basic. We saw the beautiful livery of Toro Scotland, this chrome strike eagle kind of, really nice. So Alpha Whiskey is getting closer. The airbase is in sight. He is down to 2% RPM. So the engine is already out. I think the 2% RPM is coming from the wind. Just blowing into the turbines. The engine should be out. Angle of attack is already 16 units. And speed is 130 knots. Sorry, last time Alpha Whiskey did it. I don't think that he's gonna do that. It's gonna be very, very difficult. 8.5 thousand feet. Already no engine. The altitude is not enough. If he was a little bit higher, he would probably do it. But with that altitude, nevertheless, we're going to see. Yeah. 130 knots. Very soon is going to be not fast enough because he can't keep that speed by that angle of attack for a long time. RPM is already 1% because the speed is lower now. Getting into the more dense or thick air, also breaking down. You can't drop the pylons in F-16. The C slats are out. Flaps still not. Oh. Take a look at the distance again. Okay, he goes for a turn to come for the final. Probably counts with being able to land 17.4 nautical mile and 2,500 feet. I don't think so. Yeah. He manages to keep the speed to 130. Now is going higher to 140 just because the nose going down. And then let's exchange that speed for altitude probably, but it won't be the case. No, it's too late. I count with the gears to goes out, and he decides to land even without gear and make a very safe emergency landing in the deserts of United Arab Emirates shortly before Liva Air Force Base. So all the attention is on Dice in the front seat and Fanboy as the weapon system officer. They're gonna probably do that. 70% of RPM, both engines, 71% to be exact. They're losing altitude, indicated airspeed of 280. They're doing well. They're already 11,000 feet high. So I think they're good. If they make the land, then we're gonna have a decision tonight, and then we can move to the interview. So if Mustang 51 is hearing me, we have been writing beforehand. If he is still live, awake and still live in the chat or watching the stream, he can join me at any time, because I think that Dice is gonna make the land, and he's not forced to get into the plane first round 3. But things can happen. Alpha is also out. People need to get out of the server as soon as they're not flying. So Mustang is still in the server, and it's the only one from flying teams who are still on the server. So actually he needs to quit the server, and as soon as his airframe is down, maybe he hears me now and does it. He is in a spectator. Okay, 4.5 thousand at any time soon. The landing gears need to be extracted. We see the airport, top left side. So let me take a look at the chat. I was not monitoring it. Yeah, thanks. My big thank goes to also Plasma. Thank you, Ilas, too, for nice words. Plasma did a very good job. Yeah, Master Arms also there. Guys, I did my best to just get those Hack You again running, but it didn't work. We need to have a chat afterwards. Yeah, Rage, I have a noise suppression switch on, but I haven't changed anything on that. And I know if it is any better now. Hope so. But we need to work on the audio. I don't know if you were following from the beginning. I have some new hardware and also new software monitoring everything, and the voice mixer. A little bit new to these hardware software combinations, so probably Plasma is gonna help with some settings. I'm gonna improve that. Apologize, I'm just streaming as an amateur, and we'll improve with time. Thanks for patience. I'm still missing the gears. Probably is low on fuel because one engine is out. One engine is running at 9% and the other one is 72. That's why he just decided not to extend the landing gears early on, just to save the speed. You see, it has only 200 knots of speed with one engine running. Now the gear is coming down and we're going to see a drop of the speed, but he's good on angle of attack. Is probably having donuts at the moment. 170 knots. Angle of attack is going high. 8, 9, under 60 of knots of speed, and flare air brakes goes on, and yeah, very nice. F-15 Strike Eagle with those conformal tanks, a lot of fuel in the fuselage and in the wings and the external tanks and everything, makes to come back home and win the fuel battle. Teams were very conservative this round. It was not about, let's say, dominating. They just wanted to conserve fuel, conserve missiles. For me, 404, because they didn't need to do something extra. They were more passive and they were conserving more fuels and missiles, and at the end it got paid. Toro was a little bit more nervous. At the end they just lost the patience and went in and fired all the missiles and then ran short of missiles, and delivered what 404 was waiting for. Congratulations to both teams. Very well done, and we enjoyed the fight. We had lots of impressive scenes. I personally enjoyed. I'm really looking into the interview. So I send you guys to another break. Don't go anywhere. We're gonna get back with the interview any soon.
Devils ingressing now. How's the eastern group looking?
Devil 1, we've got you covered. Eastern group is still cold. How far out are they to the target? They're coming up on 10 miles out.
All flights, pop-up group, low 2-ship Fulcrum tracking northeast.
Be advised. Gypsy, stay again, stay again. I don't think they're hearing us, man. They're still pushing in. Alright, keep trying them. Let's join the party. Dark Star, Gypsy is targeting the leakers from the north. Devil, press south. Shoot for some hot.
Dude, are you getting any of that?
Negative one. Shoot for some hot. Snap north.
Dude, it's rock and roll. Break. Time to dance. One, I'm rolling in. One, bombs away. Good hits, right on target. Two, I'm rolling in. Two, bombs away. Dark Star, Devils, egressing south. Target is destroyed. Target is destroyed.
Damn, comms are still a mess.
You getting anything from Dark Star? I got nothing.
Negative, I'm trying again.
Dark Star, Devils bugging out south. Target has been destroyed. Target. Whoa! Jesus Christ! Sally, Fulcrum, 10 o'clock high. He's coming around. I'm engaging. Devils, Dark Star, merge. Fulcrum. Shit, there's another one. Another mix. 3 o'clock, closing fast. He fired! He fired! Missile! Wait! Defending!
Staying fluent too well. Get in there, man.
Missile! Break left!
Level 2, Gypsy 1. We're coming up on you now. We're almost on him. We're almost on him.
Get him off him, Gypsy! Get him off him! He's gonna fire! He's gonna fire!
Keep pushing, Devil. We're on him now. We're turning him now. Get the sucker off him, man. He's off you. He's off you. Come on, man. Let's nail this sucker. Come on, man. Do some of the pilot shit. Damn, this guy's good. He's all over the place. Come on, let's get this guy. Oh, we got you now. Come on.
We were also worried that we were going to have trouble with the communication, with the connection, because there have been alarms due to heavy rainfall in the country.
Oh yeah? Oh
Yeah, it's the first time I've received a mass alert on the mobile phone for all the people in the region.
Stay safe, man. Hey,
Yeah. It is. Hi.
We hear you guys. Welcome to the interview.
Hey, viewer Sheldon. Thank you.
it was kind of
Boring?
No, it was not boring. Well, we were waiting for a period of time to see things happening. But first of all, I just wanted to thank you for the fight you delivered and the interesting match that you flew. Exciting. We enjoyed both rounds. There were so many things we wanted to ask you. Plasma needed to leave just because he was running late. But I think I know his questions. I have a couple of questions, but I want to give you both first the opportunity to just explain your impression of the match in the 2 rounds, and then the audience has a little bit of time to just post the questions, and I'm gonna preferably start with the audience questions and keep myself for the end. So feel free, guys.
You can
So go ahead. No.
no. You won the match. Please, you first.
Oh, thank you. Yeah. Well, we are happy it's over actually because it's almost 2 a.m. here. We
You won't,
actually
you won't
try
sleep
to.
tonight.
I mean, we've been kind of good recently with doing patterns and playing the long games. We were obviously not a fan of playing the fuel game, but at this special case, we actually had to play the fuel games and also the missile game. But I think in a way we were just trying to give a taste of Toro's medicines to themselves to playing the long game because we analyzed a few tactic views and we realized any other tactic it's probably not going to work against Toro, and we needed this match very badly in order to qualify for the next stage. So we came up with this style of play, which is, I mean, Barona, you pretty much know us.
Mhm.
It's not the way we usually do it, but it was new. It was new, and I'm also kind of glad that we could deliver while playing some other style of flying. We usually do it like very fast and very
Quick and
we
dirty.
play F-16s. Yeah, quick and dirty. We play F-16s. I guess that explains it all. We do high speed, high altitude, things like that, and sometimes low altitude, high speed. So it was very different for us, and I'm quite happy for my team that they could actually pull it off. They could just do it with actually 0 days of training for some style of flying that they've actually never done before. And actually, great flying by Toro guys. It was a mind game going on the whole time. That's my impression. It was mind games. It was mind games, and yeah, I very much thank Toro guys for this great opportunity. It was great, and Toro is obviously one of the greatest teams in the whole this is competitive sphere, and it's actually a great honor to put on such a great match, put on such a great show with such amazing team.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. And yeah, I agree 100% with your view of the match. You played the the style of match that we usually end up having when we train among ourselves, because the defensive and long term match is our natural way of flying, and we usually are completely surrounded and pressed a lot from other teams' strategies. So we end up being used not to fly against opponents that are using the strategy that you use today. Even more, we at the beginning of the match we usually choose if we are going to bring on the Hornets 3 bags of fuel or just one, and go in a lean configuration that we call it. And for the first match, all the Hornets went on a lean configuration because we thought that with 80 miles to the bullseye, and which is not a lot compared to other maps, and being used to most other teams harassing us and coming very fast and very high, we are used not to have to play the long-term game with them. And that caught us by surprise. On the next match, we prepared ourselves for the style of flying that we usually like to train, and you bested us on that. So congrats. It's remarkable that even what you were saying that you hadn't trained it a lot, because on many of the engagements that you go to the 10 mile, 9 mile, 8 mile, and at that point you turn just to drag missiles from the other guy without shooting and having cover from someone behind. You were doing that strategy even better than us. So congrats. Very, very well played.
Thank you, thank you. It's a privilege.
Yeah, especially we saw that in the first round. What catch my eyes was Arya sneaking in all the time and pulling missiles without firing any. And in some one or two scenes, we saw that 404 coming with 3 or even 4 guys on one single guy, and then put a pressure on him to fire some missiles, and none of 404 guys fired anything and went cold. So that worked. What we also saw is that on the 404 side, the F-15 Strike Eagle was flying very high, and in the back we were just joking around that, say, okay, is doing vacation in United Arab Emirates, while Toro's F-15 Strike Eagle was lower and slower, and was not that threat that we were expecting. What was that tactic, or what your Strike Eagle was ordered to do, and what was the thought behind that? Because we expected to see that your Strike Eagle flies higher and faster all the time.
I think that you're asking for the Toro F-15, right?
Yes.
Yeah, what we briefed at the beginning was mostly the chip shot strategy to try to bring down one of the enemies in a long range shot. But 404 ran a defensive maneuver 60 miles ahead, so the chip shot in the first round, the chip shot was lost, and in the second round, I think that we pressed for a few miles more to not in a long range shot, but on a medium range shot, because one of the Vipers seemed to be coming strong, but still it was no effect. After that, we didn't plan on having the Eagle on a high altitude, mostly because right now with the lack of the SA page or the data link on the Eagle, we are usually concerned about the Eagle being pushing too far and being left on its own because the lack of situational awareness. So he just resorted to staying low and trying to survive, which was not effective.
That is what we also thought, Plasma and me together, that you're trying to hide F-15 this way, because if F-15 is the only one flying high and everyone else is low, then it flashed, and you know exactly, oh, that one is the F-15, and I need to take him down and go for him.
The guy that is driving the F-15 in this match used to be one of the guys running F-14s in the past on our team. When at that time, a long time ago, where the Phoenix was very, very effective against people at high altitude, even with a low altitude shot. So we could hear today, even on the radio, the F-15 guy complaining when we were calling and passing him the location of the enemy F-15 at high altitude, saying, yeah, but I'm not a Phoenix shooter. I'm just a 120 shooter like you, so don't give me the coordinates of the F-15 because I'm not going to be able to sneak him. So having him on low altitude, I don't think would be useful in the sense of hiding it, because he's not going to be able to mark a big difference compared to a Viper with 120s.
Okay, we thought you're gonna hide him in the first phase or the early phase, and then once the other side have been is going low on missiles, then he's gonna jump out of the bush and goes high and does the job, but it didn't come. On the other side, we saw that probably we need to send a big tank to Razban for the not existing damage model. It helps a lot. Helps a lot. So the 15th Strike Eagle was the one who made to come back with one engine, and Also, yeah, kind of victorious, even though it was shot in that dogfight scene. So at the end, y- the second round was much, I would say, more defensive in the beginning, and at some point of time, we just had the feeling that Toro has just lost the patience, and came in and started to be aggressive, and there were too many missiles flying, and at the end, I think the missile was the deciding issue here, that you guys were down the missiles, and then F404 just noticed that. Probably people are seeing also the interview with 60-second delay, and get the right hint, because we were all the times counting the missiles, and then it was very obvious. Uh, this is a very interesting and a very let's say deciding match for both of you. You guys were dominating the table. Now 404 is just, let's say, it's a little bit closer. I don't know the kill death ratios yet. We need to calculate that. I put in the table, but you guys have 2 wins out of 3 matches, and is now on SPQR to show how they're going to fly versus NZA and Bogey Dope. So it's going to be very, very difficult and very interesting group to watch. Um, what would you do when you go into the elimination round? What would you change? And I can start with Toro. What do you think you need to change to make it better in the next round?
Uh-huh. Yeah, good question. For us, usually the discussion among the team is we don't usually find an alternative, not because it doesn't exist, it's just because we cannot find it. An alternative game plan that is going to solve the issues that we find match after match. So, in the end, the only thing we can narrow clearly after the debrief is uh, um, the errors that we have committed on the initial idea, more than okay, we are going to change and just go this way or that way. For example, we have changed some things regarding the taking off due to the wind and the turbulence that we have in this tournament, that is has been on the verge of crashing someone to the ground. Well, it did. In one of our matches, one of our guys returning to base had a crash landing because due to turbulence. But those things we can locate and solve. But for the rest of the tactic, it's just a matter of don't repeat the same mistakes that you have done where you got killed, but just keep on with the same strategy.
Yeah, exactly. And Alpha Whiskey, from your side, you're probably quite satisfied with the performance tonight. But is there anything that you have noticed you need to work on for the next round, in case that you're gonna go into the elimination round?
Yeah, of course, there's a lot to work on because, well, this is a game of like consistent change, and just like the broken F-15, the broken damage model on the F-15, there's so many things breaking every time, like the performance of hammer missile and things like that. It's kind of bizarre to see like some missile go totally dumb when it's shot in the face of a Hornets just 5 miles. So we just gotta keep up. We just gotta keep up with all the changes in the DCS. So it's not gonna be the same as what we did tonight. We have a lot of work to do. It's we're actually the first Iranian team to make as much, you know, as good as this performance that we've done here. So it's just the beginning, I would say.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I know you speak of the time zone, and I know that's very, very late there. It's 4 o'clock or 3 o'clock. Oh, what time is it?
Yeah, it's 2 a.m.
Yeah, 2 a.m. So I appreciate that you have joined. I think that Toro is mostly in Europe, same time zone, so it's still not that late, but it's also midnight. Tomorrow, Monday, is the starting of the working week, and I know you guys are exhausted after a long 2 rounds match. So I just want to quickly take a look at the chat, see if there are any questions for you guys there, or we have asked everything. We just addressed the Raspberry damage model and everything. I think most covered most of the questions, and I don't want to keep you up any longer late in the night. So thank you again. Kudos to both teams for the good performance, and congratulations for Ford for the win. We're gonna watch the next match coming up between SPQR and the NZ8 Bogey Dope. See how this group is gonna end. Stay tuned. Join the ACES ACES Discord server. I just put the short link in the chat to be on top of the result and the upcoming stream announcement. Stay safe. Thanks for joining. Thanks to the audience for being so patient with us with all these audio issues that it's never ending on my side, apparently. Have a good time, and see you soon. And thanks to the interview guests. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, and a pleasure to fight against you, Alpha Whiskey. Congrats.
Same. Thank you.
Bye, Bana. Thanks for the stream and for the interview. And
Absolutely,
Thank you.
absolutely, my pleasure. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Devils ingressing now. How's that eastern group looking?
Level 1, we've got you covered. Eastern group is still told. How far out are they to the target? They're coming up on 10 miles out.
All flights, pop-up group, low, 2-ship Fulcrum, tracking northeast.
Level 1, Gypsy 1, be advised. Gypsy, say again. I don't think they're hearing us, man. They're still pushing in. Alright, keep trying them. Let's join the party. Dark Star, Gypsy is targeting the leakers from the north. Devil, press south. Two Fulcrum.